Alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we are now live again for the Act 5 Chapter 3 live stream. We had a few technical difficulties, man, and I was getting spam called by a friggin' sales team as well. We have not had a great start to today's live stream, but we're going to be going for all of 5.3 today, and fingers crossed everything is now resolved. I certainly hope so. So let me know, guys. Is it better now? Is the mic good? Because we were having some problems before. But yeah, let's see what's up, man. Okay, that's really good to hear, guys. Okay, let's continue, man. We got a little bit of Psylocke up next. So I think for this fight against Psylocke, we're going to use a little bit of Darkhawk. So let's just chuck on an attack boost, man. We've actually got quite a few of the lesser ones to use up here. So let's get a little bit more firepower. So we'll see what we can do, boys. 5.3, take 2. Dude, you're damn right. Hopefully this one is a little bit more successful than the first. And now we do have Darkhawk awakened. He's not a very high signature level yet, though. He's only like 30 something, so we are still missing a lot of attack and a lot of power gain. So I can't really alternate between the special 2 and special 3 with ease yet. But it's going to boost up the special 3 a little bit more as well. Hey, what is up, Evan? Thank you very much for the super chat, dude. Hope you're doing well today. Right, so let's enter our Super Saiyan damage mode now. Hopefully that's going to make Darkhawk a little bit more intimidating. And if you missed the first stream, one of the reasons that 5.3 is one of the most annoying bits of content in the game is because for every chapter, every class apart from one suffers minus 50% attack reduction. And especially on this account, man, I don't really have too much of an expanded roster. So it essentially means that we do not have many champions to play about with in the class that does not have reduced attack. Right, I'm going to use the special 2 there just to heal up a little bit with Darkhawk, man. It's actually getting really well with Darkhawk so far. This man is absolutely shredding. I think we can get to the special 3 as well. That allows us to get even more regeneration. Yeah, I guess even with sig level 30 something, I think we're on like 32. Still get enough to regenerate from the special 2, special 3 alternations. That's quite nice. There we go, Psylocke straight in the bin, lads. Not too bad at all. And if you haven't already, you should definitely get Darkhawk from the arena, man. He's a good one to good lad to pick up for sure. And I've just turned on my aircon unit, man. I was getting a little bit, don't know if it was just the slight stress of going live and everything going wrong, but your man was sweating just a little bit at the start of the live stream, so just got this to cool it down a little bit. Sorry if there is a faint hum in the background, but it won't be. I'll turn it off in about 10-15 minutes when it cools down a little bit in here. It's a bit of a, it's not like a sunny day in England, it's a bit of a muggy day, so it's not really that nice out, but it's still quite warm and hot and muggy. Right, we want 10 stacks of this prowess if we can. There we go. Come on, big special 2. You know what, it wasn't bad considering we got minus 50% attack there. I'll take that one, man. Emma Frost is still putting in some work. To work extra hard as well now that Guillotine is down and Venom the Duck is almost in the bin. Emma Frost, Quake and Darkhawk got to carry us to victory now. Come on, where are these crits? We didn't really have much prowess to play about with there, unfortunately. I think it is a good idea to do those medium-heavy combos for a little bit more power gain. Don't really know the intricacies of playing Emma Frost well, but I was playing about with them the other day. Seem alright, mate? I think as well, in terms of my roster, Mystic's probably the weakest, just because my only, like, half-decent option is Guillotine. Oh, mate, I got wrecked. I got absolutely wrecked there. Wow.
Yeah, mistakes were made, boys. Mistakes were made. But you know, it's the warm-up chapter. It's been a long weekend. We went down to the coast at the weekend, man, and it was a weekend full of excessive binge drinking, and this is one of the prime reasons, ladies and gentlemen, especially the younger members of the audience today, never even touch alcohol, because you just get bad at Marvel Contest of Champions. So just keep it away, you know, stay inside, drink some water, and you know, watch some anime, and you'll be having a great time, mate. Right, let's fire off the special 3, mate. Get a little bit of damage in. Rule 1, don't get hit. I know, I forgot about rule 1 there, Paul. It's much to... It's my mistake. But Darkhawk's doing really, really well, man. Even with a 50% damage penalty, this man is shredding. That's why I'm so keen to complete Act 5, because you get like a load of T4 CC. It's literally like, I think it's like 9 and a half of them equivalent. 9. I think it's just over 9 in terms of the total equivalent. It's mad, mate. So there's a good chance we can get Darkhawk up to rank 5 if we can get that Ultron down, which is the certainly the aim, boys. Certainly the aim. Hey, what's up, Vastor? Thank you very much for the super chat, mate. Rule number 1: sell your 4-star blade. Dude, that's a terrible rule. Whoever came up with that rule is an absolute mug, I would say. Look at Seatin being a role model. This is what I'd like to see. Oh, I'm a terrible... dude, I'm like the worst role model in the history of role models, man. Nobody... I've said this before. I'll say it again. It's a terrible idea to idolize me in any way. You know, I'm some sort of pasty white British gambling addict. Drinks a little bit too much on the weekends. Goes out partying. Reckless decisions. Spending far too much money on a mobile Clown Fiesta video game. I'm like... on the list of idols, mate, I'm not even on there. I'm so far down the bottom that please, nobody aim this low, mate. That's what I'd say. Aslanis, am I going to Comic-Con this year? I certainly am, man. Who is all go? I don't know the complete list, but I know most YouTubers and prominent members of the community are very interested in going to New York Comic-Con. So we'll have to see, mate. It was mad the turnout the first year that I went. There were a lot of YouTubers there, but even last year, man, there were a lot more as well. So I'm interested to see how many do attend this year, and who I can, you know, meet in person. Should be a pretty fun time. But thank you, Edsolanus, for the super chat, mate. Certainly do appreciate it, lad. Right, let's do a cheeky little 3 combo there. Vastor, thank you very much for both of the super chats. KT1, hope you're doing well, mate. How goes it? Not too bad, lad. Not too bad. Just slugging through this content, you know, the 5.3 grind. Super fun, mate, super fun. But we'll get through it in due time. Now we're in Darkhawk's supercharged energy mode. Get a little bit more damage on this Red Hulk. But this Red Hulk, mate, he's a beefy lad. This guy's got a lot of health, a lot of resistance as well. Just makes him a bit of a pain to deal with. We've got all sorts of challenges standing between us and the whole completion of Act 5, but I'm interested to see if we can smash through it, man. Because the plan is to complete Act 5, get all the resources, so I can like rank 5 maybe 1 or 2 more champions, and then do 100% uncollected. Because 100% uncollected is a lot more difficult than it used to be. And I could probably do it now, but I'm much safer, and I have a lot more options to do it if I can get Darkhawk up to rank 5 as well. It's mainly, I need like good counters for Namor and the Invisible Woman, some of the fun other fights. So I thought we'd strive for Act 5 completion, because I don't think it's too out of reach if I'm playing well. Oh my goodness. Well, I just need to shut up, mate. I just need to shut up. Yo, what's up, Kyle? Thank you very much for the super chat, sir. I certainly do appreciate it. Okay. Sit down, focus, get this Red Hulk down. Not going to worry about healing Venom the Duck up. We either win this or we die. It's one of the two. Hopefully we win this. Hopefully that's the outcome that I'm certainly rooting for today. Oh, mate! That man,
he tagged me. He tagged me in a very, very cheeky way. And I got absolutely ruined there. Let me have a quick look, right? Let's see what else we've got on this path, because my team has been freaking annihilated so far, boys. I knew 5.3 was going to be a bit rough, but I have made some sloppy mistakes. I think with all that we've got left, I think it's probably more efficient here to go down the route of, like, using a team revive. So I think that's probably the best way to play it. Let's see what we can do, man. Let's see if we can finish this one off for Quake. Right. Well, you know, we didn't die on Quake on that one, but she's not the fastest champion with dealing with these, what is it, 150k, 160k equivalent health pools. These opponents have a lot of beef to them, man. Let's just smash out a full energy refill here. We'll Quake as much as we can, use a team revive, and then try and play a little bit better for the remaining matchups. But I knew this was going to be a bit of a tough start. To the live stream, but let's see what we can do. Just keep on pushing on, boys. Keep on pushing on. There we go. That's beautiful, mate. I'll certainly take that one. This is certainly an interesting place to get a bit of Quake practice in. Whoa, Rip93 Ford, thank you very much for the super chat, sir. Let me just finish up this fight. Oh, damn. Went for the light there. Totally got me. Oh, that's a pain in the ass, man. A real pain in the ass. But it was fairly expected there. So let's get some solid value, man. Use a team revive. And do we want to use some team health potions as well? I guess we haven't got too many, so let's not worry about that too much yet. War Machine, who's probably the best matchup here? I think I want to go for Venom the Duck, just because we've the class advantage. Going to use a few level 2 health potions. Dude, I'm trying to be really, really thrifty with this one. Stay around and under 50%. Should have probably used one health potion less, just for a little bit more damage. Right, I think we want to use this. Just for all these friggin' stacks of armor. Well, that wasn't too bad to finish, man. Venom the Duck is, it's got some awesome bursts, definitely at the start of the fight with all the buffs that we got. It's a little bit of a shame that we haven't got any power game. We've got a bit too much Fury, that they're not really having too much of an effect. But next fight, I think we'll go for a little bit of Emma Frost, just because we do have the class advantage in this one. And I should have probably activated this
Actually, we do only have one 10% boost, so let's not worry about it, man. We can do it without it. Yo, what's up, Brandon? Dude, it was a really good weekend. Thank you very much, mate. Hopefully you had a pretty good one as well. Right, let's chuck another heavy, mate, just so we can get into telepath form. It's a very quick way to sort out evading champions. Because again, opponents cannot evade while you're in telepath form. Fun fact of the day with Emma Frost. Come on, mate. See a big number here. Not too bad at all with a 50% damage reduction. Oh no! I didn't mean to push him to the special too. Right. Let's see if we can survive. Oh no! I went to go for the end evade there. Didn't quite time it right. Got caught by that last bullet. Oh, damn. This chapter's so savage, man. It's so savage. Because even if you just get clipped, like, a little bit, you're taking a lot of damage, man. A lot of damage. See if we can finish this one off with Venom the Duck. Right. We'll activate all our Furies and crit again. Again, this isn't the best way that I could have built up Venom the Duck. Because past like 4 or 5 Furies, they're heavily diminished in terms of their effectiveness. Right, so special 2, I reckon it's over. Should be enough. There we go. Oh, well, there's Winter Soldier down, man. Oh, everything's feeling like... This content actually feels like you're taking on Act 6 level stuff. I think the attack is, like, similar in Act 6 as well. With, like, the 50% attack reduction, it does make the health pool about the same. So you can see why this is the challenge of getting a bit of completion on Act 5 there. Right, what do we want to go for with Star-Lord? Oh, we do have the class advantage here with Venom the Dark. Let's get him topped up a little bit more, man. A little bit more, not quite 50%, but just a few more health potions in this lad. Who's the best bleed champion in the game? Well, I would say that purely for bleed, it's Nick Fury. For quick bursty bleeds, Domino has some pretty good bleeds as well, though, dude. But she's mainly known for heavy attack Incinerate, but that special 3 bleed when she's ramped up can be pretty gnarly as well. Aegon can have a very, very big bleed in the right scenario. Bleed to a lot of bleed damage. I'd say that when it comes to raw bleed damage over a long fight, mate, Nick Fury is just an absolute titan. He's really hard to compete with because so much of his damage does come from bleed. And he's still, even without bleed damage, man, he still hits, you know, reasonably hard. A lot harder than most other champions in this game. But that bleed damage is just ridiculous, especially when you've got 5 out of 5 deep wounds and you ramp them up properly. wish I had some form of a power gain, man. I just did not properly ramp those fury buffs up. This path was dragged a lot longer than I expected it to as well. And nuking it, this path about half an hour total if you include the first stream. Right, come on, mate. Hopefully we still get to keep the power gain after this one. Fingers crossed. Yeah, Venom's pretty good for bleed. So is Carnage as well, to be fair. A lot of really strong bleed champions. Venom the Duck's bleed is pretty nasty as well, once you stack him up with some nice crit and fury buffs. Right, 5 combo into a special 2. Hopefully should be enough to take this man down now. Sorted, lads. Sorted. You're too good at this clown fiesta, Seatin. My recently KO'd team begs to differ, Kyle. But thank you very much for the kind words anyway, dude. Gave that Star-Lord a bit of a spanking. Now we can move on. We've only got 4 more opponents left in this one, and then we can go into chapters where I actually have a really good champion that isn't affected by the penalty, man. So I can't wait. I think 5.3 is some of the most boring content in MCOC. I would say you're not wrong, man. It definitely drags on a fair bit, doesn't it? Can't really argue with you there, lad. Right, let's go for the, oh yeah, we got custom special 3 against Rocket, right? I've never seen Venom the Duck, like, smack him about like that. That's pretty cool, man. That's actually pretty cool. Right, let's go back in, hopefully get a load of bleeds. Bit of regeneration as well, what a godsend there, what a godsend. Slap this man up with our magical tendril, and there we go. It's a pretty decent takedown on the Rocket there. 53 hits, not too bad. And let's move on to the final section now. So we've got X23, Phoenix, and then Mordo to deal with. Some fun matchups, man. I can't wait. I'm really good with Venom the Dark. Oh man, I haven't even like properly ramped him up, dude. So very inefficient Venom the Duck gameplay. If there's any pro Venom the Duck player will definitely tell you that. Act 5 completion guide afterwards. There are a lot of guides on my playlist that I want to update very soon. So keep an eye out, man. Keep an eye out. Oh, thank you very much, Burrito. How good do I think Punisher 2099 is? Not that great, man. There are a lot of better champions in the game. Got him as the 6-star on Seatin. He's just not that good. But for any like thoughts on champions, just check out the tier list, dude. Because I am relatively, you know, I've played about with most champions a fair bit in this game. Not all of them, but most of them. And all sorts of rank up and gameplay videos over the years, dude. And there's plenty of gameplay on the channel as well. If you're fairly new, just type in like any champion, Seatin rank up and gameplay. There should be a video that comes up for the majority of them. Even if some of those videos might be a bit old. Right, just because there's increased power gain, let's just bait out that special, throw a special 3. Then we can get our mega damage and also block out X23's regeneration there as well. I think I might want to go to the special 2 for a bit of regeneration. See if I can mitigate. I think the special 2 also mitigates her power gain a bit. I'll see how we're doing. Yeah, I don't think we're going to have a good interval to use the special 2. So let's just push for another special 3. hopefully deny some regeneration. Right, I don't think this is going to push her to special 3. She's only got double power game. Push her like just below it though, I think. There we go. Not too bad at all. And I think next matchup we should whip out the guillotine again, because she'll have the class advantage as well against Phoenix. So it should be hopefully quite a good matchup, this one. Max Unawakened Corvus or Awakened Darkhawk first? Oh, a little bit of personal preference, man. But I don't know, if Corvus is in reach of a lot of the content that you're trying to do, I'd probably go for Corvus, man. Say overall he's just a banging champion if he's strong enough to zerg down the content that you're having trouble with. So yeah, it really depends where you're on, what you're trying to do. As Darkhawk has a lot of potential to punch up, and he's very, very valuable this month as well. But I'm planning on maxing my one out just because he's really good for both Invisible Woman and Namor. Because Invisible Woman, you've got the heal block to block out the Masochism node. Once you get parry before you apply the special 3, and then Namor, he's just got like enough damage with his special 3 to out damage Namor's regeneration, maybe mitigate a heal or two, but not as much as you'd like just because of the debuff reduction node on that bloomin' Namor fight. Alright, let's chuck this one down. Sorted! Right, that was a pretty smooth fight against Phoenix there. Guillotine did some great work, but now we have to get down a relatively sizable Mordo. I forgot what nose this dude has as well. I think he's a bit of a pain in the ass, if memory does serve correctly. But we might be able to do it, man. We might be able to do it. We'll figure this one out. And we do have a few different options to throw at this man. Okay, so we just got Plagued Mind. Nothing like too super bad there. So let's just see how far we can get with Guillotine. Ooh, go on rank 4 Guillotine, mate. Wow, she put in some work there, boys. Yeah, I'll take that one, man. That's a really, really good Mordo fight. Well, that's Mordo down. We're one out of 6 so far, lads, and that's probably one of the most painful chapters to smash out. So yeah, an alright start, lads. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Not the miracle run that we'd hoped for throughout the entire quest, but still a very solid result on that final Mordo fight. Yo, what's up, Paul? How much would I say to budget for 100% Labyrinth of Legends? I'm white, pasty, British, and occasionally good. I have a max rank Ghost, Domino, Medusa, and Void. It's really, really tough to say, Paul, just because the budget and how much you're going to spend on items can vary so much when it comes to 100%. Like, certain people get stuck on various fights, and some mechanics can be a little bit tricky to deal with. So it's a little bit tough to say. I take it path by path, like that's the way that I did it, and kind of make sure you've got at least like 9,000 units budgeted for every single path. Again, you're probably going to end up using substantially less than that. However, it's good to like have that budgeted, just to make sure that, you know, you don't get absolutely wrecked and stuck inside of Labyrinth of Legends. So it's a little bit tough to say overall for 100%, because again, it does vary so much. But, you know, if you're really, really skilled, you could probably do 100% in anywhere between like 6,000 to 15,000 units with a roster like that. But again, depends kind of what stuff you got saved up there. But yeah, Paul, thank you very much for the super chat there. You spent 3k with a rank 4 Star-Lord first time. Yeah, I think that's fairly standard, man. It sounds like you did it quite a while ago. So yeah, I'd say like budget about 6 to 9k per path, and you're probably going to come in substantially less than that, but it's always good to just have that that budget there available. Right, so I want to take this path, which is a little bit annoying toward the back, because there are some trickier fights, but this is also the tech chapter. So I wish, ideally, man, I'd have the mutant key and go back there, because the cosmic path's really easy, but unfortunately you can't get access to that just on completion. So yeah, got a couple of tricky fights to start off with, but if we can get through these, man, it's going to be a good time. And Darkhawk is the friggin' guy for this one, because he doesn't have penalty. The second one is tech chapter, boys, tech chapter. But yeah, I'm curious, man, if you've done 100% Labyrinth of Legends recently, if you could post like how many units it cost overall and per path for our man Paul in chat, just so he's got a bit more of an idea of what to expect. Because I did it like ages ago, man, with a rank 4 Star-Lord. But I've seen from like people posting about Labyrinth of Legends just a very large variance in units spent, depending on like roster and skill. A lot of factors when it comes to such stacked boss fights. So I haven't done either Uncollected Completion or 100% on the free-to-play yet this month, Ashen. The plan is to get another rank 5 from killing the Ultron and maybe some more 5-star champions. Hopefully a couple more, and then go for Uncollected 100%. Just because it's a little bit more difficult this month, and it's going to be a little bit more of a push. I think just kind of looking at both of the pieces of content, it made sense to push for Act 5 completion first, and then look at doing 100% uncollected. Right, let's see if we can get a bit of regeneration when we switch here. Right, very nice. Oh yeah, and also he's got the power gain penalty in this phase. I think one more special too. Might be able to finish this, man. So close. Oh no, dude, I just dashed back. Guys, I'm so sorry about that, man. Just me sucking. But there we go. Sorted, boys. Is Symbiote Supreme good for masochism? He can work for masochism on certain nodes and encounters. He doesn't nullify the regeneration because it's not a buff, to the best of my knowledge. But because he's got lots of bleeds off his special 3, he could stack a load of those up, and with the Despair Mastery, that would mitigate a lot of regeneration there, and also rapidly trigger it. So it should be triggering all the time, and you're barely seeing it in the fight. So Symbiote Supreme, I imagine, would work relatively well for masochism. I think I've played a few masochism fights for Symbiote Supreme in my time, but I don't see a reason off the top of my head why Symbiote Supreme would be a bad option for nodes like masochism. But it kind of depends on the fight and matchup. Obviously with Symbiote Supreme you want opponents that have buffs or bleed, ideally both, to make him a really, really crazy good matchup. These first two fights are some of the most difficult when it does come to this one. I think I'm going to push Juggernaut to a special 2 here. Should be fine. Gotta bait that out after. I love how Darkhawk just like casually just tosses about Juggernaut, man. Considering the size of that man. Just casually tosses about anyone, man. Oh no! Oh, mate, that is tragic. I do not want to restart, though. I cannot be asked to go for another 100 hits on Yellow Jacket, so we'll try a little bit of Quake in this one. Should have maybe gone Quake first off, because she's a fantastic matchup for Juggernaut. But we still have the 50% attack reduction. Oh, damn. I'm so gutted about losing Darkhawk, mate. Oh, I knew we were going to have to use a few revives to get this one done, so it's to be expected. But to lose my shining star so early on. Just crazy, man. Slip up, make one mistake, you're dead. You're straight in the bin. You're gone in this piece of content. There's no room for errors. There's no room for bad plays. Oh no, I meant to continue to hold the heavy there. Right, let's make sure we do not use any heavy attacks now. Or finish any heavy attack, should I say. Whew. Oh no, I wasn't quick enough on that second one. No! Oh man! Rip! Who got tossed, dude? I got tossed twice in a row by this wonderful Juggernaut, mate. What a great lad. Such a fun time. I'll finish this off with Venom the Duck. I guess it gives me the opportunity to get a few buffs in this fight. Ramp him up a little bit, which could be useful for some upcoming encounters. So he's not, you know, he's not that far off dead, mate. He's not that far off dead. So let's see what we can do. And we got armor up, which is awful. That's terrible, terrible way. Nobody wants to start playing Venom the Duck with a friggin' armor up. Ah, okay. Cheeky little dodge there. Yeah, I'm still not the best Quake player in the world. I'm getting a little bit better, man. I'm definitely better than I was, you know, a couple of weeks ago. I can actually play her to an alright level nowadays, but I'm still, like, nowhere close to some of the god-tier MVP Quake players we've got out here in the MCOC community. Oh, we got the power gain. Yes, boys. This is the Venom the Duck dream right here. Getting that power gain. Let's nom that boy right up. Let's use the special one. Let's get one more buff. Come on. Fury, mate. Fury. We've got crit. Got power gain. Fury. Or I'll take regeneration. It's the Fury, lads. This is what we call destiny right here. That is a friggin' awesome set of buffs. It's one of each. One of all the best three, pretty much. Fury there. Well, that was a good start to the Venom the Duck ramp up. Let's see if we can double all of those buffs on the next fight, and then that's where the fun begins. We were only having like mid-levels of fun on the first one with Venom the Duck because we didn't have the power gain, but now we've got one of each, mate. We can double them all to 2 of each, and then after that it's going to be 3 of each. And then if we get a cheeky regeneration to top that off, mate, going to give us the sustainability we need to push through and get some really, really big wins. So that's the plan, boys. Double the buffs, win the game. Might even be able to get a cheeky special too if we're lucky here. Oh my goodness, look at that. Perfect, mate. Perfect. Nommed all those buffs up, bit of toxic armor. Living my best life here, boys. We've got a bit of power gain as well. Oh, this is perfect, just off the passive one. Allows us to get to the special 3 a little bit faster. Activate everything, double power gain, double fury, double crit. And we're also at 95 mutations, so after this we should gain one more as well. Come on, mate. There we go. We've a lot of damage penalty on this matchup, just because of the class disadvantage and also the the attack reduction. But we haven't taken like an insane amount of damage so far, so it's been all right in that regard. Right, double toxic armor, please, and hopefully we can finish him. Okay, we only got a single toxic armor there. Still a fair bit of damage. There we go, perfect. I missed the Labyrinth of Legends live stream. Oh my goodness, dude. I'm in no rush to go back in there anytime soon. Maybe at some point, but we'll see. We'll see what the future holds, man. So what fights I like to do in Labyrinth of Legends with Nick Fury, man, just because Nick Fury is my friggin' guy. Absolutely love him. What's that? Just a word to the wise. Archangel can absolutely destroy you if you sleep on him for a second. 100%, mate. Archangel is lethal if you get into a bad combo. If he gets one neurotoxin on you, mate, it's game over. You're completely done for. Oh, I think we convert. I don't know if we converted like any power gain there. I think it was just the Furies and precision. A little bit annoying. Hey, there's a bit of regeneration there. That's a good time. Unfortunately, we cannot convert that. All out buffs to convert this one. Double regeneration, dude, that's so perfect. I think the regeneration is something on the lines of about 10% of your health. And it stacks, boys. It's so crazy when it stacks, actually. To be fair, with some of the health pulls and attack reductions in today's live stream, Hector, you know, 5.3 isn't far off Labyrinth of Legends. I guess it actually, realistically speaking, it probably still is a little bit off Labyrinth of Legends. Just feels like it, mate. Drags on. But it's got to be done. It's got to be done at some point. So I thought we'd sit down, knuckle down today, just crack on with it, mate. Probably baiting out special attack before we went in. Come on, Daredevil. There we go. We can get a nice cheeky little combo in with all the full attack bonuses. I'm really excited to get to the Cosmic Chapter, actually. It's going to be a pretty fun one. As a reminder, because we don't have boost available to use on this content, we are not using any boost today. So if you do want to progress in this one, and you're not an impatient free-to-play player like myself, you want to save up some 20% boost to make it a little bit less tedious. That's the pro tip of the day. Right, Daredevil Classic is down, boys. Yo, what is up, Sparty Bob? You have a 6-star Untitled Venom the Duck. I'm thinking about rank 2.
Fair play, dude. I certainly don't blame you. He's an incredibly useful champion for a lot of stuff. So yeah, I'd be a little bit tempted. If I'd him awakened, I'd be very, very tempted to. But he's just got some fantastic value. Hopefully we can get a 6-star awakened one on this free-to-play account, man. That'd be a really, really good time. Next matchup, I think because it's Colossus and he's got such high armor rating, we definitely just want to like slap in these toxic armors. Double toxic armor, fantastic. And this should like really, really burn him down. Look at that, mate. Look at that red damage. Dude, we're seeing like 3k mediums almost. Oh, and also we've got the pleasure of having a Fury buff active at the moment. Oh, I'm just going to hold for another combo. Trying to bait out a special here. There we go. Another Fury as well. Oh, mate, that's a good time. Right, double toxic armor. Hopefully this should kill him. Yeah, there we go, mate. Ah, tore through that Colossus. So this path, it has a little bit of a rough start in quest number 2. But that little bit is fairly straightforward. We do have some challenges ahead though. I think the next bit's quite straightforward, but then after that, I think we've got some bad stuff, lads. I think we've got like a friggin' Agent Venom, who is not very fun to fight against. So we'll see how that one ends up working out. I think for Old Man Logan, do we want to get Darkhawk up? Let's actually just continue with Venom the Duck. Actually, let's get Darkhawk up, man. And because we've got so many level 1 revives, let's use some of those, and also some level 2 and level 1 health potions. I actually have quite a lot of these in overflow at the moment. So let's quickly go back, claim some, just so you guys can see my stash. I've also got a lot of 20% revives in overflow as well. So it's a good time to make use of some of these, but I think because we've got class advantage, man, we might as well, you know, make the most of it. But this is the stash at the moment, mate. Oh, it's looking really, really nice, and that's just for doing a bit of casual questing, just burning energy and not really using items anywhere else. A Mega Red to rank 4 or Venom the Duck to rank 4, both unduped. I'd say unduped Venom the Duck is going to be a lot more valuable, just because a Mega Red kind of needs his awakened ability to have a lot of firepower to him, unless you really need the double immunities and like core counter. So it kind of depends a little bit on your roster and what you're going for. But unawakened, I would lean a bit more toward Venom the Duck. But if they are both awakened, a Mega Red is like, you know, easily one of the top 5, top 10 champions in this game. So he's certainly not to be underestimated at his maximum power, but he does need to be awakened and have a lot of signature stones in order to get that big degeneration damage up. But yeah, thank you very much for the super chat there, Austin. Right. Oh no, I thought we were a special 3 there. Oh mate, that's unfortunate. Or was it just a plan for max regeneration? Maybe that was it. So that's what I'm going to tell myself. Had to be a plan for max regeneration. Oh, that's a nice little finish there on Old Man Logan. Just finished Act 5 100%. What should I aim for? Variant Act 6. You should definitely go for the second variant, Mystery in the Micro Realm. It's definitely... I'm probably going to do the Mystery in the Micro Realm completion before I go for 100% Act 5. So yeah, I aim to do that in the next like month and a bit on the free-to-play account, man. It should be a bit of an interesting time. It's definitely going to be tough, but I'm looking forward to the challenge. Would I rank to a 6-star version of thing? I think you'll always have a good use for that 6-star thing, for his kind of cheesy way of playing him with full synergies, and also Alliance War defense as well. Thing is, one of those champions that's so annoying at his base that he's always going to be just an annoying champion to fight. So I don't think he's a bad rank 2, especially if you enjoy playing him. So I'd be relatively tempted in your position to rank to a 6-star version of thing if I had one. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to go for the special 2 avoid here. There we go, mate. Magneto Marvel now is a pain in the ass. Definitely to fight. I don't know if I got the ability accuracy reduction. I don't think it affects my modes at all. So I think we're pretty good there. Alright, let's smack him down. Just need to avoid a special 2. Get a bit of regeneration there. Look at 3% regeneration value. We took a little bit too much block damage with the ability accuracy reduction, but we got him down. We got him down in the end. I'm not looking forward to one of the next fights, man. I remember it was like this was like a 10-minute fight, I think, when I did it with like a rank 4 blade on the first free-to-play. Got Agent Venom up here. This man is, he's a bit of a fiend, lads. He's a bit of a fiend. I think we might as well actually use Emma Frost here, but let's also chuck on an attack boost, because we got a few of these knocking about. But let's use Emma Frost, just get as much value out of her on this matchup as we can, because the block damage on Agent Venom can be a little bit savage, and also the special attacks are a bit of a pain in the ass as well. But I'm moderately confident we actually might be able to do this with Emma Frost if we can play really, really well. No! Oh, mate. Well, his evade, his special attacks, they're important to evade, ladies and gentlemen. They're important to evade. You never want to get hit by a special attack, because you could die. You could die from getting hit by a special attack. And let this be a lesson to those of you who thought, oh, you know, not going to properly evade a special attack. That's what happens there. So keep your wits about you, boys. Keep your wits about you. Always very, very important. But anyway, let's go for special 2, because he's going to shrug off most debuffs, but he can't shrug off Toxic Armor, because it's not a debuff, it's a buff. Wow, the magic, lads, the magic. Look at that, one more. Let's dodge the last few hits of that. We need Venom the Dark to proc regeneration every single time, and me to play like some sort of superhuman animal that doesn't know how to lose. Gotta go plus ultra mode, lads. Which means banging out a cheeky intercept here. Come on, regeneration, regeneration, please, Venom the Duck Gods. I didn't want an armor up. Come on! Yeah, there we go, boys. Easy, mate. Easy. So straightforward. It's child's play, that matchup, lads. But that's a good recovery, man. I'm pretty happy with that one. That was a shabby start, lads. You'll taste defeat. Not today. Not today, Timothy Rosa. We managed to clench that one from the jaws of defeat. So it was a result, my friend. It was a result in the end. But anyway, let's put some level 2 health potions in Darkhawk, and let's go for the Winter Soldier takedown. That's it, Marique's superhuman animal there. Just don't even know defeat. Never even heard of it in my life. But if you did enjoy that Agent Venom takedown, please do smash that like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. Right, I need to get my parries on time in. I'm going to eat way too much block damage here. Come on, Winter Soldier. There we go. Let's rope this man and smack him down. Rebecca Clayton says, is there a way that you can glitch and get all the characters? There is this glitch called your mum's credit card, but using it will get you in deep shit. So I'd highly avoid using that one. It's definitely not a glitch to be meddled about with at all. So stay well away from that one unless you want to get physically beaten. Because the block damage is so crazy here, man. We really do need to stay away from that special too. So that's what we've been trying to do in this matchup so far. To some success. Where's Atromix? I don't know, man. He's probably somewhere getting stacked, mate. That lad is, he's a gym lad, trying to get hench, make some gains, all that fun stuff, man. He's focusing on the IRL gains probably instead of the Marvel Contest of Champions related ones. Is there a glitch so I can reset my addiction to this goddamn video game? What do you mean, like reset? Like go back to the start of the addiction? That doesn't sound like a good idea, man. That sounds like it's going to make problems worse. But there is the addiction of what is it? You could throw your phone in the river and go and live in the woods. That's maybe a solution I've got. Doesn't work for everyone, but it works for some people. So it might work for you, Jack. Just, find your nearest river, toss the phone in, and then get away from any electronic device in your local vicinity. And then you might be able to separate yourself from this game, or you just, could use the raw human willpower to uninstall the game and walk away, if you really wanted to. Or maybe just look at more manageable ways that you could play the game. Maybe if you want to tone it down a little bit. Plenty of options that potentially might be available to you there, sir. Depending on what you're trying to achieve in the old long term. Okay, so we need to not forget about the power gain of Deadpool X-Force. So I don't really need to worry about power controlling until he's around 50 or so %. Get into the special 2, no sweat. And I dash back there instead of dashing in. Dude, that's like the second time I've done that today. What absolute noob, lads. Right, cheeky little combo there. Right, so about now we want to bait out a special 2. And then we want to bait out special 1, and then it doesn't really matter about the power gain now, because we're good. Cool, cool, cool. Ping, 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 in the bin. Dude, that's a beautiful little Deadpool X-Force takedown there. I'll happily take that one. We've got a couple of matchups which might be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Not maybe the biggest pain in the ass in the world. Black Bolt, I guess he's not too annoying. Groot's maybe a little bit more annoying. There's always baiting out the special ones, mate. We do have even the best case scenario with Darkwalk, the class disadvantage there. But let's get Venom the Duck topped up a little bit more, and I'll take Venom the Duck into the Black Bolt matchup here. Let's see what we can do. I think I've still got, on top of the stash that I showed you guys earlier, I think I've still got 100 or so free crystals that I have not opened. So we've still got some resources. But one of the reasons I mainly wanted to make such a big push today, just because of the fact that we have stuff that's going to expire relatively shortly. Yes, a bit of regeneration, fantastic. That's what we'd love to see, lads. What we'd love to see. Ping, ping, double toxic armor. Yeah, boy. That is a wonderful time. I don't think we're going to be able to get... There we go. I was thinking about pounding into the block, man, but he wasn't taking too much block damage, so I'm glad we dashed back there for the final parry to finish him off. But Black Bolt's down, and then we got Groot to handle. So Groot might not be too bad, but it's just that blooming special one, lads. Oh, it takes a decade to beat that one out. Beat that one out, bait that one out. Those were the words that I was certainly looking for there, mate. See, now I'm going to open the rewards at the end of the stream. There's like no good rewards really for 5.3, dude. All the stuff's for 5.4. So yeah, I'm probably not going to... There's literally like nothing to open, dude. Get like some 5-star shards, not that many at all. And some 4-star shards as well. So yeah, we're going to save everything up for a big, like, end of Act 5 opening. But will come at some point. Alright, let's wait for this buff. Or better regeneration. Oh, that's a great time. Really wish I had one stack of regeneration in the memory bank, man. Saving me a few health potions. But we're not too far from being done now. Got an armor up buff, which is bit naff, lads, bit naff. Let's keep on hammering up these toxic armors on Groot. Some big old damage. Hopefully burst this man down. After playing Venom the Duck Awakened, man, I'm absolutely gagging for his Awakened ability. Just because it gives you the potential to like stack up 4 toxic armors and just absolutely shred your opponent, man. Just so much great benefit to that. Stacks really, really nicely as well from some of the crazy damage videos I've seen knocking about all over the place. Alright, there we go, 122 hits. That's a bit of a grind down, but we did it. Oh my goodness. It seems I made a rather poor choice of words there, Tim and Paul. I do apologise. Certainly won't be anything of that nature happening on a family-friendly live stream. You know, human-friendly live stream-ish. I wouldn't say that kind of the beacon of family-friendly, thinking about it. Okay, did it just default us down that path because that's the only one we can take? Yeah, I suppose so. Well, that isn't an issue. Let's go for a full energy refill. Might as well top it all up. Jump over to the Howard the Duck platform here.
And here we are, the final destination. So we've got Venom the Duck and also Darkhawk, and a bit of Guillotine if needed to take this lad down. But I'm probably going to try just for the Venom the Duck takedown here. Start with 2 bars of power. Oh yeah, this one's annoying, isn't there? Isn't he? Just because there's a fair bit of block damage at the start of this. And also means I can't go in for full bashing. Oh, that was lucky we didn't get a debuff off that final one, man. However... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Did we get... Oh yeah, we got 1 bit of toxic armor on this lad. Okay, he's got a bit of regeneration here. Let's try and interrupt that. Perfect. Yes, the symbiote has come through, ladies and gentlemen. Lost connection, absolutely fantastic. Let's do it. That was a good rumble, man. Duck versus Duck. Nice little comeback, man. I thought it was a little bit shaky in the first like 20-30 seconds of that one, but we managed to pull that one back quite nicely. So that's quest number 2 done. 2 out of 6. So we've still got a 4 more to go, but I think the first 2 are really some of the most painful ones. We've got the mutant one up next, so I think I'll get rid of Guillotine and maybe add an Old Man Logan here. So I think this one was there's quite a quick and easy path to do on this one, if memory serves correctly. So let's get rid of Guillotine, let's add in Old Man Logan, and I think that should be the best one, because this is the rogue chapter here. So Old Man Logan, it's going to be a little bit more useful. Cable, I think Old Man Logan's still going to be a bit more useful than Cable, I reckon. Let's go for it. Let's chuck this man in. And then I think we want to rear off to the right-hand side and take the shortened tech path. I think there are like 3 really stacked encounters, or not really stacked, a little bit more stacked than your average fight. And then we can go straight to the final boss platform. So yeah, we're getting down here. We've got Nebula, we've got Star-Lord, we've got Iron Man, and then you can port to the final platform, or we can take either, I think it's, what do we want to go for? I guess it doesn't really matter too much. Probably Rocket and Voodoo, I would assume. Probably a little bit easier. Yeah, just go for it, mate. So yeah, this one is a bit of a break, a little bit quicker if memory does serve correctly. So let's do it. Let's commit. You want to jump over to... Oh yeah, it's just the only teleporter here. Oh, hopefully this one's over in a flash, boys. Am I going for 100% for this in the future? I aim to probably do 100% Act 5 within something like 6 months, I would assume, but it's not going to be in the near future of the free-to-play account. Be like 6 months, end of the year, something like that, we'll aim for. But my roster does need to expand a little bit more before I've got a wider base of utility to deal with all the fun stuff, mate, that's just knocking about. Deep inside, a bit of Act 6. Oh, we've got the armor up buff first. That is a naff time, lads. A really, really naff time. The start that nobody wants to see when playing Venom the Duck. But there we go. Double toxic armor on the opponent. And you got single apparently. And we got Fury buff on this one. That's a pretty nice time. Just going to make sure we convert that one. And And is it going to be power gain? And no, it's another armor up buff. Great. Right, I'm just going to use that before the next buff comes, just in case it was trash, and I'm very glad I did use it, because that buff was trash, man. We got 3 armor ups. Want that, mate? There's no Havoc's knocking about. Yay, we got the power gain, which is fab time. Right, let's fire that off. Maybe I've put myself in a bit of a difficult position, because I sometimes have difficulty evading Nebula Special 2. It's not too bad. Any blast back, just get back. Powering it works as well. We'll take it. Oh, we got double power gain. Hello, boys. Take this one. Plop that in the bank. Then we can get quadruple power gain and Fury at the start of next fight. And once you've got a lot of power gain, man, it's just really easy to cycle special 3 stuff. Stay alive. Not lose focus. Final hurdle. We can't bank the crit just because we've already banked too many buffs this fight. There we go. Straight in the bin. 137. Phew, mate, I'm not seeing, like, going through even Act 6 content, I'm not seeing, like, 100+ hit counters on many fights. Well, let's keep pushing forward, lads. Let's keep pushing forward. If I got Medusa, you would easily... But I'm looking to beat the 5.4 Ultron with Venom the Duck, because he does have... what does he have? He has enhanced armor up. So if we trigger that a few times on the node, mate, while you've got toxic armor active, we should be able to unleash a rather nasty burst of damage, which should absolutely melt that lad. So that's the plan. Whether or not I'm going to be able to pull off that plan remains to be seen. But, you know, it'll be a fun live stream. Maybe got a plan to kill him with Dark Hawk if that fails. A couple of backup options. Right, and now we've got like the 4 power gain buffs. Let's use a special 3. Get back to a special 2. Oh my goodness, what vulgar language. It's a feisty one, mate. Proper feisty one. There we go. Bit of an enhanced fury damage there. No, we only got 1 stack of toxic armor, unfortunately. Bit of regeneration, get us over 50%, which, you know, it's not too bad, mate. These are like out a little bit of damage, but regeneration, it's more often than not very, very good time. Another 5 combo should sort this man out. And there we go, we can port straight to the boss platform now. Actually, wait. No, sorry, we've got Iron Man left still. I was getting a bit too ahead of myself there. A bit too excited, lads.
Did my first run through Ultron variant and pulled the Mega Red from the 5-star. Super happy I have a 3 to 4 gem. Justin, dude, that's some great luck, man. Massive congratulations there. Yeah, saying that's what makes Hawkeye so good, man, is that power drain. And if you're fighting Hawkeye, as long as you didn't get hit with that special one, mate, you're not going to get power drained. Just got to block it or dodge it, ideally. Make use of those fingers, mate. You know, dexterity mastery. Get all over it. Okay. Should have 5 power gain and a bit of fury now, so that should put us in quite a nice position. If from like the next fight as well we can get either crit or regeneration, should be good. Oh, we have got the fury here. Let's just make the decision to commit to the armor up, just because with this spoiling armor, mate. Look at the damage in red, it's just mad. Especially against Iron Man as well. I imagine when he goes into Arc Overload, it's going to be really, really good as well. Come on. Ping this man down. Let's go. Oh, we managed to out-damage that. That was sick. That was really, really good. Venom Duck's cooking on gas now, boys. So yeah, he's so good for that path. Did the job. Nebula was a little bit of a long matchup, but we're through it now, lads. We're through it, and we are moving on to the final platform. So we've got 3 more fights left. We've got Voodoo, Rocket, and this chapter so far has been such a nice break from the first 2, because the first 2 are a little bit of a pain in the ass, to say the least. So let's make sure we go definitely down, because if you go left, you are absolutely screwed. Those are some of the worst fights, that Magneto and Cable, when it comes to 100%. Right, what is this? This is the mutant chapter after all. Let's whip out a little bit of Emma Frost, man. Let's see how she does. I want to see some big old special 2s on this lass. She's the while she's in diamond form, you get a lot of power off the heavy, and you don't really give the opponent much, so it can be very good for getting into the telepath form. So you can start ramping up that damage a little bit. Unfortunately, it seems you haven't had great luck so far. The crits. There we go, straight into telepath form. Come on, any crit. Oh, dude, that sucks. There we go, we got a crazy row of crits there. 9,000. Oh, that's pretty nice damage. Should go back into diamond form for a sec. And then we'll let Dr. Voodoo throw the special 2. Dodge that blast there. Come on. Oh, so close. So close. But a pretty nice takedown with Emma Frost there, man. She's not doing too bad at all. I'd love to get a 5 or 6 star version of her on any account, really. Ideally this one, so I can play her a fair bit more, man. That'd be really, really good. Am I running an XP boost? I'm not running an XP boost. I should be, though, man. You've definitely got a great point there. So I don't want to use a... I guess we're going to be going a bit. So we'll get a good use out of a 12-hour one. But that is a fantastic shout and something I should have paid attention to a little bit closer. Just one of those things, you know, you don't often think. After playing like a level 60 account or level 60 accounts for a while, you're like, you just completely disregard that XP exists. There we go. Beautiful start to that matchup, man. Stacks of toxic armor as well. This actually should kill him, man. If we get some good crits. Oh, yeah, that was fantastic. That was a really good, good little bursty matchup there against Rocket. Well, that was a great time, man. That was a really good time. Am I running? No, I'm not running any champion boosts just because I don't have any, like, disposable at the moment. I need to save them for, like, the big, like, the final Ultron, some stuff in Variant as well, and also, what else am I saving boosts for? Yeah, Invisible Woman and Namor, some of the more difficult paths in those ones, because there are, you know, regeneration checks and all of that fun stuff. Right, let's get Venom the Duck back out again for Iron Man. He works so well for the first Iron Man. Imagine this one. Superior Iron Man does have a lot of armor, man, so should be able to melt that down quite nicely. Just hopefully he procs all of the armor ups. Again, the more armor your opponent has, if you've got toxic armor, the more damage is dealt with every single strike. Damage is relative to how much damage you land with a strike. I think our first stacks are about to expire there. We only got one stack there. Don't know if we're going to be able to out-damage the regeneration with just one stack. Might be a little bit too much. I don't know, man. We're actually quite close to... Ping, ping. Not quite, lads. Not quite. I don't think we got... Do we have any stacks of toxic armor there? Oh, yeah, we got... I think 2 stacks. Yeah, not too bad for an ambush. Clean that one up fairly nicely. And now we get to move on to, what is it? The super fun rogue boss. Does this rogue have any annoying nodes? I feel like she has something that's a little bit annoying. Aside from the fact that she's rogue and has reduced debuff duration, so you got to be very quick on the pulse if you want to get some damage on this lass. But combo shield aggressive. Ah, yes, unblockable finale. So we need to be a little bit aware of that. Below 25%, she is going to be completely unblockable. So we need to make sure we're lined up and ready for a pretty nice kill on Rogue around that time, which hopefully we will be. Just have a few specials to bait out. Okay, only got 1 stack of toxic armor there, so not really the best start. Bad one. I think I'm going to go for another special 3. Let's reactivate all the buffs again. It's bursty phase. Right. What am I going for Ultron as soon as possible, Austin, is the goal. So yeah, we'll see how this 5.3 live stream goes today. Because I remember doing 5.3 and then 5.4 kind of back to back on the initial free-to-play. I remember 5.4 didn't feel like a struggle after doing 5.3, just because you're at such a big penalty for a lot of the 5.3 content. Right, she's fully unblockable now. Gonna make sure we manage that power quite well. We're not really in a great position to burst her down here. Let's go for a cheeky backdraft. Right, it paid off, boys. Five combo. Come on, let's get a crit. Finish off this last. Oh, well, there we go, man. Rogue is down. That is the halfway point, lads. I'm just going to quickly refill my water. Have a very quick 5-minute break, man, because we've been going for, you know, about an hour and a half now. So just need to get a little bit more hydrated before we go for the second half. But it hasn't been too bad. I think we had a bit of a rough start, but I really feel in the last like half an hour we're playing much better than we were in the first like 45 minutes, hour or so. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, be right back 5 minutes, and I'll see you. Everyone spam sheep when Seatin comes back. Oh my gosh, some hilarious internet banter. What will they think of next? I don't know. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. We are back now for part 2 of this stream. Now, very luckily, up next we do have the Cosmic Chapter. So I'm really looking forward to this one because we can bring in the champion as well. Maybe a little bit of Hyperion. It should be quite a good time, but I forgot what path I need to go down on this one. I think it's I know it's like the tech part at the end. I think it's like the one that starts off cosmic and then goes tech. I think that's the one on this chapter, man. It's been ages since I've done this, so we'll have to see, boys. We'll have to see. But let's have a little bit of a look here. So I think we want to go around probably the route of Rhino and Captain America, just because I'd probably rather fight Rhino than Magneto, man. Magneto's a bit of a pain in the ass, but also Rhino can be as well. So they're both a little bit annoying there. Do we have any good boost active? Nothing at the moment, so let's not worry for now. So yeah, we want to go round to Kamala Khan, Drax, Gamora, Carnage. So yeah, hopefully it should turn out quite well, man. But Rhino is one of the fights I'm maybe a little bit more worried about, but it should be alright, man. It should be alright. We'll get on with Venom the Duck, get this lad ramped up, and he's going to be tearing through everything, man. Have I got a 6-star Namor? I certainly haven't, man. But hopefully this weekend, man, we've got the Invisible Woman and Namor crystals. And you know that your favourite pasty white British gambling addict is going to be having a little bit of a field day with those. So I'm very much looking forward to that, man. It should be a good time. Right, let's have a little bit of a look. Oh, gosh, I got a bit mullered there. Right, let's see what the buffs are like. Do I want to restart this? Nah, screw it, man. Let's just keep on going on. So he failed tragically. Oh, we got power gain as well. Perfect. Right, come on, one more juicy buff. Is that a crit as well? Dude, that's fantastic. Okay, it's a bit of a rough start, man, but we pulled that one back, so I'm pretty happy about that one. So you rank up 5-star Quake or Killmonger to rank 4. I believe if you have the skills to play Quake to a really, really good level, you should go for Quake. She's definitely the better option out of the two, I would say. Is it better to play the stable or unstable Atlantean Rifts? There is no right or wrong answer to that one, really, dude. Like, the unstable ones are just a bit more of a gamble. There's higher variance in the top and bottom rewards, whereas the stable ones are a bit more reliably, you know, you're going to get something that's alright, but if you want the big gambles, mate, you've got to look up the forum post or the video breakdown on this channel kind of explaining Atlantean Rifts, and that'll cover all about the drops and stuff like that, man. So if you're a little bit curious as to how they all work and what you can get out of either rift, the information can be found there. Alright, got a bit of power gain here, which is fantastic. Ooh, okay. Let's make sure we dodge the special too. If we can bait it out. Yeah, why not, mate? Let's go for a special 3. I'm going to grind for Medusa, not on the free-to-play account. You know, I've played far too much Medusa on both of my accounts, so I'm not really fussed about playing her on the free-to-play. a year, because Medusa was probably one of the main characters that I played on Whale Milk 27, man, so I'm not, you know, fussed about having a repeat there. I'm very much enjoying playing around with Venom the Duck, man. He's such a fun character. There's a lot of different ways you can build him. But I want some regeneration as well to get us through the end of this path. Unstable I prefer, go for the gamble. Well, I must admit, I didn't have much luck in the stable ones so far on my free-to-play account, so it's been a little bit annoying. But the stable ones, you do have that 10% chance to get a fully formed basic champion, which is very, very nice there. But a rank 4, an Awakened Killmonger or Awakened Emma Frost, both 5 stars. If you're looking at like getting Cavalier, I'd probably go for Emma Frost, just because she can be a way, if you've got her boosted up with Suicide Masteries, to potentially deal with that Crossbones that is a pain in the ass, man. So yeah, I know he's a little bit more tricky with Emma Frost just because of the way her stuff works. Oh, we're power locked on this, only for the special one. Well, at least we can siphon more buffs. We do have some Hyperion YOLO tactics for potentially the final Hyperion, man. But we'll have to see how that one goes. That final Hyperion, I think, can be a little bit of a menace. I forgot his nodes again. He does have some annoying stuff. He might have stun immunity. I guess stun immunity is not the worst to Hyperion. I feel like he's got something else like power gain, maybe. I'll be using Luke Cage on the other free-to-play account for 100% in this chapter. He's awesome, man. Luke Cage is a really, really good Hyperion counter. Reverse that power gain. Oh, it's a great time, mate. Great time. Right, there we go. Special 1. 5 combo in. Kamala Khan straight in the bin. What mastery setup do I have for Whale Milk 3000? If you look up the 1 month account tour for Whale Milk 3000, we did that like a few weeks ago. It's a very, very basic mastery setup. It's probably one of the most basic ones out there. So yeah, check it out, dude. Because I think we've only got like 2 more mastery points in... What do we have them in? Gosh, it's something like the one that ignores armor on crits, but it's, you know, it's not the best allocation. Just because I can't afford the luxurious expensive ones like Glass Cannon and Deep Wounds just yet. But we'll get them at some point in the future. Right, what are we going to go for here? Let's go for the champion. I want to just build the champion up on this fight. Just so that we have him as an option for Hyperion if we need him. I don't think he's going to be that much different to Venom the Duck if all we can do is like spam special 1 as well. Once we get to some 6 stacks of Furies, man. 6 stack Furies, we're going to start hitting quite hard with this lad. It's so annoying when the Fury, like, proc times up with you, like, trying to bait out a special attack. It's just the worst, mate. Just the worst. There we go. Perfect timing there. 5 combos straight in for another few hits as well. Fantastic lineup. Now we're going to start regenerating after every special 1. So yeah, we only want to use it once we're at 5 Furies, and we line it up with getting the Fury. Right, special. Let's go for it, mate. Come on. Whew, this man's taking a few hits. But at least we got him fully ramped up, man, so he can get into some fights and smack some people about if we do need him, if Venom the Duck does die. I miss... Has anybody noticed? I don't know if this is just because I'm not like using the Thor Ragnarok synergy, but the champion at one point could go up to 8 stacks of Fury, and I think it was a few weeks ago that they changed it. It might have been actually the last patch. That he's now capped back again at 5, and it's just a sad time, ladies and gentlemen. It's a really sad time. Come on. Ferocious headbutt. Oh, it's rubbish. There we go. He went down eventually, man. Sorted. Am I going to be doing 6.2 on main? Yo, what's up, Cam? Hope you're doing well, mate. I'm gonna do it soon, but there's stuff that I really need to push for if I want this free-to-play account to progress in the next week and a bit. Like Act 5 completion and then doing 100% uncollected. They're more kind of like time-sensitive goals than 6.2 because I'm not really in any rush to do it, you know. There's no like immediate need for me to. So yeah, I'll get around to it soon though, probably at some point next month. But if I've got the occasional evening and this progression goes really, really well, then I might do a bit sooner. I might do some evening streams. But let's go back to Venom the Duck, man. Let's get back to Venom the Duck because the champion was a very, very long match up there. And let's just not use any special attacks at the start. And if we can bank a regeneration, ooh, smack this last as much as we can. Oh my goodness, we actually might be able to get this gal down. It's pretty good, guys. Pretty good. You know, it's a lot of damage. A little bit quicker than the champion matchup, I'd say. I didn't have my stopwatch running, but that seemed like more damage there. You know, was anybody counting? Was that quicker or slower than the last matchup? According to my mathematics, it was a little bit quicker, man. A little bit quicker. But that was beast mode, man. He did such a great job there. Oh, Ham, you're certainly not wrong there, mate. You're certainly not wrong there at all. Like, I've even had some of the biggest, blobberiest whales, you know, message me and say, dude, like the first bit was like kind of alright, but I think in the later chapters there are a lot of paths and encounters that people are just like, oh my goodness, what is going on, Kabam? Well, you know exactly what's going on, mate. They just want your cash, want those digits, mate. So I don't know. It's just demotivating. I'm just in no rush to do it. Much slower. Oh gosh, I'm glad somebody's keeping track there, Paul. Glad to see we've got a man on the job, so to speak. I was hoping we get a regeneration to end out that fight there, but let's just beat into him a little bit more. Not long till this man is down now. That burst phase on Venom the Duck is pretty crazy, man. There's a lot of reach on it. Didn't even have, from what I saw in Realm Legends, even with like 4-star Venom the Duck, if we can get up to the special 2, fire that off, get some good luck. It's like 120k reach on it, mate. A lot of damage you can get out of it. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Good luck on Act 5. Just got my 5th rank 5 Aegon. Huge congratulations there, B. Daniels. Aegon is crazy, mate. He's just a cheat code to like 95% of content in this game. So yeah, massive congrats. What's that? 5.2.5 exploration was just hell. So many stupid nodes. Oh, can't wait, mate. Can't wait. Yeah, I'm gonna get around to it at some point for the sake of YouTube. Fair play to Brian though, doing it without any items, man. That guy has certainly a lot more patience than I do when it comes to all sorts of stuff. Seatin, I've been watching your videos for a year and a half. Also, should upgrade Symbiote Supreme or Magic, both unawakened. Oh, pardon my belch there, mate. I would say I'd lean towards Symbiote Supreme, mate, but it depends where you're at and what champion you want for, you know, what content. There are arguments and reasons why you might pick one potentially over the other, so I'd have a little bit of a think about which one's going to be more useful, but Symbiote Supreme is so sick, especially as a 5-star. Would I rank 5 the champion or Mr. Sinister for a boss in Alliance War? I wouldn't like to, really, just because I hate ranking up champions for Alliance War defense, because there's usually a point where, you know, you're like, oh, I wish I'd just used these resources. Ah, damn, resources on Psych I could have used a bit more effectively on offense there. Yeah, if I had to rank 5 any champion for Alliance War boss, it would probably be Thing, because I love Thing, man. He's such a fun champion to play. So somebody was saying, pondering taking 6-star Thing up to rank 2, and that's definitely one that I'd jump at for the sake of the Alliance. Right, let's smack up this Nebula a little bit. Get the stun. There we go, boys. That first death definitely didn't happen. Slipped up on the special 2 evade there. What's the burden of might node do? It gives you more power gain, but when buffs expire, it drains some of your power. So, all sorts. How's Cat Marvel on Nick Fury on defense? Cat Marvel used to be very good on, what node was it? The buffet node, a strong buffet node in the previous iteration of Alliance War. And Nick Fury, I haven't really looked into Alliance War defense super carefully because we're really casual, man. Nobody in our alliance like super cares about Alliance War because for the effort that you invest into Alliance War, the rewards suck. So we're like an alliance that just doesn't care about Alliance War. You know, we do very casual, like 2 BG Alliance Wars, and that's how we like it, mate. Just not really caring until they eventually sort Alliance War out and make it a little bit more interesting, but for now it's just not got really the attention of anybody in our group of players. We'd much rather focus our efforts on Alliance Quest and try and continually... We've been doing quite a good job of keeping in the top 10 recently, actually. It's quite the battle to stay in the top 10 nowadays, mate. A lot of alliances coming up and vying for those top 10 spots, so it's always a little bit competitive prestige-wise, but I've been pushing crazy hard for prestige on my account. If you look at my profile, man, my prestige is core. It's rocketed up in the last few months as well. It's doing quite well. Should I rank up 5-star Venom the Duck? You should if you got a version of him, dude. 5-star Quake or Yondu, definitely Quake out of those two. If you can play her very well, Brian, she's the much better option. I think Hood would work on the 6.2 champion boss. Yeah, he does work. I've seen some takedowns of Hood. So yeah, entirely possible to do it with Hood if you do have the skills to pull it off. Okay, this might be a bit of an interesting one with Venom the Duck here. If we can get in, have a really good start to this Spider-Man, get really lucky and he doesn't evade, then we might be able to absolutely rinse this lad. Come on, Corvus Duck, let's go! Look at that, mate. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, you know. Give that a thumbs up, solid thumbs up there. And that's how you deal with a Spider-Man. Is you get Venom the Duck and you kill him very, very fast before he even has a chance to think about proc and evade. Just easy game, easy life. Yo, thank you very much, Ice-T. Dude, we did alright so far, mate. We're on quest number 4, so we still got the skill and also science chapter. Skill I'm a little bit worried about. The path's not too bad, but I just don't really have, like, any good skill option. So I'll have to see. I've seen quite a few maxed out Namors knocking about pool. They're crazy, mate. They're so crazy. Namor, I'm gagging for a Namor, mate. Absolutely gagging for one. Plus, he works so well with the old Suicide Masteries as well. Come on, let's go. Double egg shot. Bomb, bomb. Sorted, mate. Sorted. Corvus Duck, winner, winner, chicken dinner. That's 2 for 2, lads. That is 2 for 2. And then we've got Hyperion. I'm pretty sure Hyperion is stun immune. So I don't know if I can like even take any blocked hits if like I have
any health. Unfortunately, while he may have the damage output of Corvus Glaive in short bursty fights, he does not have the cheat death. So it's a bit unfortunate there. Started yesterday with Act 5.2 and now I'm at 6.1. Oh my goodness, you certainly seem to be cracking on a fair bit there, mate. So yeah, fair play to you, fair play. Okay, right, so we've just got increased power gain on this dude. So the plan is get in, burst him down, win the game, kill him before he kills me. That's the elite tactic that I'm going for today. He's only got 50% increased power gain, right, so this should just put him, like, just over a special 2. Bit of time to bait it out. Well, I hope some goddamn miracle here. Come on! Oh, it's a good effort, man. It's a good effort. I'll take that one. 87% down on the first try. You know, that Hyperion boss, he's always going to be a little bit annoying just because of the increased power gain. So then we have plenty of options to finish him off with. So I think we'll use the champion just for a bit of a flex kill if we can here. That'd be nice. And also we've got Champion of the Universe against Hyperion as well, so we gain those Furies a little bit faster. You last a little bit longer in this matchup. Oh, mate. Not doing anything, are we, lads? Come on. Ah, no. Okay, are we going to survive this? No, we're not going to survive this. We're dead. Well, it's a bit of a difference. Bit of a difference between those two matchups. We just didn't get him to throw the special 2 at the right time. Let's go for an Emma Frost victory right here. We need to land one combo. One combo should do it, according to the math. Even with no crits, it did. So yeah, perfect, mate. Perfect. Do I think Dormammu is underrated? I don't really think so. Just because, it's a bit of a wet noodle, mate. Bit of a wet noodle. The damage is really, really disappointing on Dormammu. It's good for, like, you know, power control, double immunities. He's got some nice utility. But I think there's a reason why Dormammu's never really, you know, a popular choice among top tier, like, Alliance War endgame players. But some people really enjoy playing him, you know, so I certainly can't speak for everyone. It's just I find Dormammu just tediously long at certain points to, you know, finish fights, mate. He's just a little bit of a noodle. But he's got some good utility. Like, he's a solid champion to pull, especially if you're fairly early on in the game. But once he gets those big health pulls, he's just, you know, bit dry, mate. Bit dry. Do I awaken my Ghost, Void, or Captain America Infinity War? Damn, Dano, those are some options there. You've certainly got a lot of good characters to choose from. Who would I go for in that scenario? Depends what you need. There's good arguments for all 3 of those, I would say. It's a very tough one to pick a specific champion out of all of those. But I would lean... I don't know who I'd lean toward. Depends what you want to do. Depends where you're at. Because there are, again, good arguments for all 3 of those champions. Okay, let's get out the champion and bring back Quake. Aegon's not really going to do much for me in this chapter, even though he has the, what is it, the class... the 50% advantage. He's rank 3, you know, not going to be able to survive long enough. He's not awakened, can't carry from fight to fight. So we've just got to go through this one, lads. But in the final chapter, we can maybe rotate Electro in as well, and maybe play around with a bit of Quake and Electro, see how that works out. But we've only got 2 more to go. We've muscled through it so far, so it's been a pretty good, pretty successful run. But we've still got a bit to go, man. Some challenges that do lie ahead.
Let's start by ramping up Venom the Duckman. We always want him as an option. He's going to be quite potentially good for the final Black Panther boss as well. Is Duke 5-star Black Panther good? My first Duke 5-star ever. He's alright if he's like the OG version. Some okay damage, but Black Panther isn't the best champion. He hasn't got really like much or any utility. A little bit lacking in several departments to make him an insane champion. If it's like the OG version, not the Civil War version, then he's got some alright damage when awakened. I've done a 5-star Black Panther rank up and gameplay video for the start of the year on the channel, so if you want to like type in Black Panther Seatin, we've also got a Civil War Black Panther gameplay video that we did a few weeks ago. So all of the Black Panther gameplay is knocking about in the archives somewhere. Oh, that's perfect. Bit of power gain there. Let's eat that one up straight away. We go for another special one just so we can more quickly generate another buff. See what's coming out of this one, and it's going to be an armor up buff, which is awful, so that's not a good time. Make sure we don't consume that one, but at least we got the power gain, man. The power gain is very, very nice to multiply in fights to come. Oh, I don't know if it's a good idea pushing him to special 2. There we go, we got the dodge on that. And it's another power... Sorry, not another power gain, another armor up buff. So yeah, let's not worry about that one. Buff RNG was pretty terrible for the first fight there, but hey, it happens, man, it happens. For Act 6.1 is Captain good? Do you mean Captain Marvel? She's really good for a lot of stuff there, man. She can take all sorts of shock paths. And there's a lot she can deal with as well. So yeah, she's a fantastic champion for a lot of different stuff for 6.1. Haven't tested out the new Captain Marvel in 6.2, but I did see a Mr. Sinister one-shot with a rank 5 Captain Marvel, I think with Suicide Masteries as well. So yeah, she's quite fun to play, man. Okay, let's go for a bit of Thor Jane Foster next. Am I using an Android device? Your game seems laggy sometimes and more loading screen time. No, I'm definitely using an iOS one, dude. So yeah, I don't find it too bad. Not too sure what's going on there. Torpedo at the start of next month. As I usually like to update at the start of every single month. So it's going to be at the start of next month to expect the next updated version with Namor and also Invisible Woman. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. It's going to be a bit of a fun time. Always enjoy doing the tier list updates. But I'm interested to find out and test out a little bit more when it comes to Invisible Woman. Hopefully we can get our hands on that champion. That'd be a really good time. Right, so we've got one more buff that we can bank this fight. I think we'll just start pushing to special 2s now. See what we get. Crit here. Oh, that's pretty good. Just use a heavy, eat that one up. And then at the start of next fight, we should be able to get one more of each as well, which should put us in a really, really good position moving forward. Got a power gain buff here, which while we can't store any more buffs this fight, is helpful for getting us to another special 2. It took me I remember playing the game and learning, it took me ages to get down Thor Jane Foster Special 1. But now that I've got it down relatively well, I'll occasionally slip up to it. It's really satisfying to evade, man. I used to be deathly scared of it. Get those close proximity evades, it's a really good time. But this is turning out to be quite a long fight. At least we got the regeneration though, get us topped up a bit more. Bait out special 2 here. So we can go straight in after we fire off our special 2. Whoa. There we go, mate. Back to the super fun 50% damage reduction, having such a great time.
Right, ping, ping, in the bin, lads. What suggestions would I have for improving Arena? Oh my goodness. Haven't thought about that question in a long time. What? Well, I'd like to see Arenas become a little bit more exciting in terms of like additional rewards as well. Like if there was like a Cavalier Crystal Arena, that'd be quite fun, or Cavalier Crystals and some of the milestones. 5-star basic champion arena I feel like is incredibly long overdue by now, where, you know, at least a couple of thousand people got a 5-star version of a champion. I think that'd be quite nice. But yeah, there's just I really need to sit down and think about it for a while, because I'd like Arena to be a bit of a different experience that kind of scaled up infinitely with difficulty, and there was a bit more of a skill-based arena in the game as opposed to like a grind-based one. That would be a bit nicer to see. So yeah, I'd enjoy that, but I don't know how that would work out practically. Again, I haven't sat down and thought about a question like that properly for a very, very long time, so I just don't have a good answer off the top of me noggin. Right, let's use that special one there. Make sure we get all those buffs converted. I think we'll get to a special 3. Oh, I probably should have stunned him actually just before I did this, because I could have pushed him straight to a special 2. There we go. Through his medium there. Oh, okay. Messed up just a little bit there, man. Just a little bit. But we're not going to make the same mistakes twice. One cheeky little hit, bang out special 2. Right. This was meant to be the plan on the first one, just because you want to come out of the special 3 very, very aggressively when playing Venom the Duck to get your max use out of all those fun buffs. Oh, back already. I thought that was going to be a special 2, if I'm honest. Oh, it works though, man, it works. Wasted so much of this buff duration. Archangel just dancing about. There we go, man. Gosh, I'm really excited to be rid of 5.3, man. Absolutely buzzing to be moving on from this. But we are close now. Quest number 5, man. We got one more to go after this. And the last one, we do have Quake. So Quake for the science chapter might be quite interesting, especially for the final Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus. So we'll have to see, boys. What's that? There used to be an awful bug in 5.3 with Venom the Duck where if you start a fight with Furies in the bank, your damage would be 0 once they expired. Oh my goodness, they were applying to the 50%? Oh yeah, I've seen all sorts of like overlapping Fury bugs like that in the past, man. They are just a massive, massive pain in the ass, eh? So yeah, I'm very glad that bug is now seemingly non-existent. Seeing as Archangel still good, Unawakened. Yeah, he's still got a lot of damage in the right matchup, Unawakened, man. So I've played a 5-star version Unawakened for various bits of content in my time on Seatin, and I think a little bit on Whale Milker as well. Right, I did miss one hit there, so we're not quite in the position I wanted to be in with throwing a special 2. This is Vulture's miss mechanic. Right, let's bait this out. hopefully this should be a lot of additional damage here, just because of Vulture's passive armor up as well. Right, let's see if we can bait out this special 2. Oh, dude, this is actually getting me well excited now for... I just remembered, like, friggin' Mysterio's coming in a week and a bit, boys. Oi, oi, oi. I'm proper excited, mate. I've been waiting for Mysterio for days, lads. Days. Absolute lifetime. So the fact that Mysterio is going to be in the game next week, I assume, to fight, is going to be very fun, and I hope he has some sick animations, man. And I don't have much doubt that they will have done a very good job with the visual look of Mysterio. It's whether or not he's going to be a good character. It's the bigger question, lads. That is the bigger question. So, you know, I need 6-star Captain America. What's that? Okay. What's that? Come on for some variety. I can't really do too much variety here today. I will feel like certain fights, man. But it's just like Venom the Duck is by far the best option when, like, there's such a harsh and steep attack penalty. Because it's just me, like, smashing out, like, 150, 200 hits with any other champion in the roster. So it's just a little bit boring, mate, for me if I don't go with Venom the Duck. Unless it's, like, a really good matchup. But I just don't really have him, mate. Don't really have them. Like in the final chapter, we are going to be playing a fair bit of Quake, man, if I can manage to pull her off quite well. So we'll see what happens. Hope Mysterio is a boss. I mean, he is probably going to be one of the bosses, mate. And I imagine with some of the mechanics that you could imagine Mysterio having, I don't think you're going to be best pleased when you see what he's probably going to have as a boss. All sorts of tricks, mate. You're going to be missing left and right. So yeah, we'll have to see on that one. How many revives have I used so far? I think I've used something like 1 team and like 3 or 4 single ones. Maybe like a couple more single ones. I think it's been about 4 actually. I can't quite remember exactly though, but most of that stuff was in the earlier chapters, man. I made some rookie errors. Just a couple of single revives, I think. Actually, it might have only been 1 single revive last chapter. I haven't been keeping too much of a close tally, but I've got a lot of the 20% ones in my inventory at the moment, just from all these beautiful, fantastic 4 hero use missions, man. Those are a proper good time. There we go. Right, Groot's down, mate. Sorted. How do I feel about the Sonic movie? Oh gosh, I don't feel too strongly about the Sonic movie. I watched the trailer and went, yeah, that's probably, probably not my cup of tea. It'll come on Netflix in about 10 years' time, and, there'll be an evening where I've drunk an extortionate amount of coffee and might watch it then, but not rushing to the cinema on opening day. Put it that way, mate. Loki, I want them to bring back the original Ice Phoenix. You are a maniac, Paul, an absolute maniac there if you're wishing for the OG Ice Phoenix. Just not a very fun time. But I guess now you've got a lot more champions that are, like, fully cold snap immune, so she'd be a little bit less of a pain in the ass. I wish that they had like a like the more and more I play this game, the more I wish they had a feature that was like a backlog of all of the monthly events and challenges that they've done. Maybe the monthly events is a bit too far, but I think the challenges is fairly reasonable. Like every celebrity challenge that they've ever had in the game, I think they'd all make like really good additions for permanent content and would be great as like an additional point of progressing and expanding your roster and getting valuable resources. So I'd love to see them bring those types of challenges back in just like a challenge section, man. I think that'd be a really cool addition to the game. But it'd be nice if every monthly event quest as well was accessible, and they just like every time they had like a new monthly event, they just added it to like a massive catalog of them.
You know, just kind of like pushed all the other ones back, but you could scroll back and play anyone you wanted and get all the rewards you wanted. I think that'd be cool. I guess they're kind of somewhat doing stuff like that with the way that they're doing Variant, but I'd still like the original ones back as well, man. If you do all the uncollecteds, that'd be a great time. And the way I see it, mate, it's just gonna make more people spend money on energy revives. I'm just gonna say energy refills and potions at the end of the day, you know. Because like if you're doing stuff on a monthly basis, you don't really have like an excess of energy. There's always a fair bit going on, so it'd be nice to have a section where you could do any events that you might have missed out on. Right, there we go, special one, straight in the bin. Sorted, mate. Oh, what was that? Cut off for Darkhawk. Oh, I don't know. Does anybody know? Oh, what's that? Otrix posted a Mysterio video on Twitter. Oh, let's have a little bit of a look, mate. Let's have a little bit of a look. Have we got one? Oh my goodness, there is one, man. There is one. Let's have a little bit of a gander at this, lads. It's a very, very brief look, eh? Right, let's get this up. We have Stealth Suit Spider-Man. Probably got this off the App Store. Right, I'm gonna message Otrix right now. Otrix, give me the juice. Hey, Otrix. I need the juice, the raw sauce, the spice, the excitement. Please send. I love you, you legend. Thank you. There we go. That's that. That might get us the full Mysterio video, boys. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. But, you know, it's hard to tell. That's such a short video, man. A short video. On the full length one, man. Want to see all that stuff. Or is it from a Marvel Games post? Ah, there we go. Well, you know, at least you know Stealth Suit Spider-Man and Mysterio. We kind of already know they were 100% confirmed, but that's cool. And what's up, Patriot fan? Thank you very much for the super chat as well. Hope you're doing well today, mate. Thank you for tuning in. How good is a 6-star Corvus Glaive? If you're asking how good a 6-star Corvus Glaive is, you probably don't, you know, you got to return the 6-star Corvus Glaive. Brian, that's all I'm saying, mate. That's all I'm saying. Like, if you don't know how good a 6-star Corvus Glaive is, are you a player that deserves a 6-star Corvus Glaive? That's a goddamn miracle right there, son. You can't appreciate Corvus Glaive. Dunno, mate. Dunno. But huge congratulations, regardless. It's just purely my envy speaking. Does my girlfriend know that I love Otrix? You know, she'll find out in time. She'll find out in time. It's more like a brotherly love than, you know, a like I want to have Otrix's kids love. It's just more a brotherly bond there. When is Silver Surfer coming to the game? I imagine it's still going to be a while. I would assume end of the year, or he's going to be some sort of boss. Maybe with Mr. Fantastic. But I think it's more likely that Doom would come with Mr. Fantastic. We'll have to see on that one, really. Kim Arnold says, you noob. Wow, Kim Arnold. I've got feelings as well. I'm a human. And I'm alright, thank you. I'm slightly better than a noob. So, yeah, shove that where the sun don't shine. The top champions in MCOC has a 6-star Ebony Maw maxed. Is that on the leaderboard? Oh my goodness. He does. I think he's got some pretty good prestige, so that's maybe the reason. Oh, thank you very much, Gabriel. I certainly appreciate the kind words there. Can't even get Corvus as a 5-star, and I have everything to take him straight to rank 5 Awakened. So close, man. So close. You'll get there. Oh, it's the regularly brotherly love. Not we don't consider not being from the States, we don't jump to the assertion that it's immediately the Alabama version of brotherly love there. Right, let's see if we can sort out some okay-ish Quake gameplay. Come on, lads. We're gonna unstoppable this Colossus right now. Look at this. This is a week of practicing. We got a few parries. And near my luck, we'll get to about 60%, and then we'll just completely F it up. But who knows? This could be a full kill. You never know. Just get as much value as we can. A couple of cheeky little heavy attacks here and there. Right, one more, just because we can, boys. Just because we can. Ooh. Okay. Oh no, he got me. No. Oh, you know what? I wasn't wrong on my initial prediction there. I should not be using heavy attacks. That is the end takeaway from that one, man. I should be a little bit more careful. But let's go for Venom the Duck. We'll get him healed up a little bit more. Make use of some of these level 1 health potions. A couple of level 2s in him as well. Go on, give this man a treat. I think we should be good to go. Yeah, I'm still not quite your level there, Coop, but I'll get there one day, mate. We're catching up slowly, very slowly, very slowly, but surely. But I still need, again, a lot of practice when it does come to Quake. But now we got Venom the Duck, armor ups. Let's burn this man's armor, mate, and we got 0 stacks of toxic armor. Oh, that is some Clown Fiesta RNG, boys. That is not a good time. But special 2, number 2, it's gonna deliver, mate. Gonna deliver. Right, there we go. And that way, we don't need to worry about baiting a special. We got 1 toxic armor. It's better than none. It's better than none. I can tell you that much. Right, this has got to be it, mate. If we get a crit on the second egg explosion, would have all been over. Oh no, it's not going down quite yet. There we go. Sorted, mate. What's that? Seeing I've been playing this game for about 2 years now. I'm watching you a bit less than that. Every 3 months or so, I take a month off or so from the game. How do I resist that feeling? I just don't really get that feeling to like take a month off. Occasionally, like I'll be a little bit lazy during like the last week or two of like a monthly event. But generally, I'm quite excited because there's always like new stuff coming out every like. Sometimes like every week in MCOC, but every like 4 weeks generally speaking, there's like a big brand new update and lots of stuff happening in between. So somebody that plays this game across 2 accounts and also does a shed load of stuff on YouTube, keeps me quite occupied, mate. How long until 6.1 completion? Well, I got the Hyperion, mate. The Hyperion can deal with a lot of stuff in 6.1 completion, but I don't have an option for crossbones at the moment, Paul. So maybe if we pull an option for crossbones, it might be a little bit quicker. But we'll have to see, dude. We will have to see. I wouldn't mind an Iceman on this account, because I haven't played Iceman in ages on my main account. So it'd be nice to play him a little bit more. Iceman is very fun to play. Let's see how far we can take Iceman. And he's the perfect, one of the perfect solutions for crossbones. Got a little bit of toxic armor there, mate. Perfect. Just need some good crits. And there we go. CW is down. Alright, what do we have in terms of fights? I think we got like a Hulkbuster and Strange path, or a Cyclops and Scarlet Witch path. I think we want to go with the Strange path. I don't think... Venom... I don't think Venom looks a very good matchup for Doctor Strange. Actually, he might be alright. If I want to use Darkhawk, actually. We'll see, mate. We'll see. How good is a not awakened 6-star Symbiote Supreme? Even unawakened Symbiote Supreme is still a banging champion. So, reasonably good. Reasonably good there. Remember when Kabam would have those commercials about MCOC that would have no relation to the game? Dude, I remember those. Those were awful. They were awful on so many levels. But they were... I don't know. You just watch them and go, oh, my goodness, what's happening here? Just, I don't quite know. Don't quite understand. What were they called? Trying to make some sort of like panel fight show, something like that. The beat was it the beat down, or am I thinking of like a YouTube? Am I thinking of like ILAC skills beat down on YouTube? Was it also called the beat down? I don't know, man. I don't remember the name of it. OG MCOC players. Well, you'll know what I'm talking about though. It's horrible ones that I remember taking the piss out of a couple of times. But they were just so like painfully unfunny, man. You just waiting for the gag, and it never came. It never came. How's a Mega Red in Variant 2? I think he works reasonably well, to the best of my knowledge, Derek, depending on the matchup and fight. But the heavies, you know, especially if you got him high sig as well, are the primary source of damage is degeneration, so I'd imagine he'd be quite cracking for a lot of variant, especially considering you could get a lot of regeneration off the Special 3 as well, so I don't see a reason why he would be bad. But if anybody that's a sicker Mega Red player could enlighten me on that one, I'm curious to know how good he is for the second variant. Seeing which tier would Blade be in without a synergy / not against dimensional beings. I mean, you can't really... it's difficult to, like, tier a matchup, you know? But he'd still be, like, pretty good. But it depends, like, if you can bleed the opponent, not bleed the opponent. There are a lot of, like, factors that go into Blade being, like, a really good champion or not. So, yeah, he's still got a lot of damage, even without the synergy. So yeah, probably like high demigod, something like that, if I had to put a label on it. Low demigod, depending on the matchup. But depends, mate. Always depends exactly what you're after. Okay, let's jump on the left hand side here. Brian, I'm starting to think that your questions aren't necessarily legitimate. You did say you had a 6-star Corvus Glaive earlier, and now you're like, should I rank up 6-star Thing or 6-star Mega Red? I feel like anybody in the position without much luck probably knows how to turn off the caps lock button, you know? So I instantly jumped to the conclusion that you're not asking valid questions, and instead you're somebody between the ages of 6 and 13 that's desperately trying to get me to say their name. So I might be jumping to conclusions there, Brian, but at least that's how some of your messages are coming across to me this evening. Oh yeah, dude, Domino of 4 Trinity is banging, mate. She's by far one of the best options for Variant 2. She's just so crazy. So, I have 2 questions. What device do I play on? I play on the iPhone XS Max there. And I thought, I live in England, so why do I spend US dollars? Well, I usually like say everything in US dollars just because a good 70% of people that watch my videos are from the United States, whereas only like 8 to 9% are from England. So it's, you know, it's just kind of the norm amongst like the viewers that dollars are the go-to currency. Because if I talk in British pounds, then not a lot of people know the conversion rate, if that makes sense. So essentially, because I got a worldwide audience, man, I've got to use some form of currency, so I'm just using the one that, in conversation, that the largest amount of people on the channel use. Can I update the best 4 stars to max out video? I will get around to doing that at some point, man. I think that's a cool one to get onto. But thank you very much for the super chat and recommendation, man. Certainly sort that one out at some point in the the future. 6-star Darkhawk, any good? Aaron, 6-star Darkhawk is absolutely banging, mate. Absolutely banging. So yeah, like even unawakened, he's still a very solid double immunities character. You got a bit of nice damage there, so all sorts of great stuff going on. But yeah, I'd love to get 6-star Darkhawk. I think he's a lot better than the majority of champions you can get out of those crystals. Right, well, I think I might get a bit wrecked here, but let's fire off this one. Oh, no, I wasn't quick enough on the second flick. I got the first one, though. So close, boys. So close. Soon, lads, soon. Is Labyrinth of Legends worth doing at this point? The completion, yeah, 100%. It's a little bit arguable. Depends, you know, what other content you have to do. I'd probably do like both of the variants 100% before 100% Labyrinth. But yeah, it depends what you're after, mate. I think it's well down the priority list for a lot of people, because it's a lot of effort for, you know, not even a rank 5 champion. So you're better off doing the variants for, like, you know, if you do both of the variants combined, you can get like is it like 3 and a bit rank 5 characters? Get a couple of rank up gems, tier 5 basic. I think it's like 3 or something like that. So yeah, variants are definitely better to 100% before doing Labyrinth of Legends, that's for sure. Should have gone for Darkhawk first on this one, man. He's a better matchup. But we'll finish it with Darkhawk, mate. Maybe Emma Frost on the next matchup against Angela. Oh, there we go, level 48 as well. Mr. Worldwide, that's it, mate. I can finally relate to it. Is that Pitbull? Is Pitbull Mr. Worldwide? I forgot, but yeah, me and Pitbull, you know, we're pretty much the same now, boys. Pretty much the same. Yeah, there's also like Canadian dollars. I think Australia, is it Australian dollars as well? I think they have dollars. Gosh, there's so many variants of the dollar knocking about. But my first 6-star was Ant-Man. Does it have any utility? Not really. You got the poison off the special too, and Ant-Man doesn't hit. He's not that much of a noodle if you've got the full like Ghost and Wasp synergy. So there's maybe some redeeming qualities to Ant-Man, and if you need to like lug him about, you know, if you need to lug an Ant-Man about because you're playing Ghost all the time, it might as well be a 6-star version of the character. So he's not the worst. There are definitely some champions that you could have got that would have been less useful than a 6-star version of Ant-Man, like Deadpool X-Force there. So he's alright, mate. Oh, thank you very much to Man. Certainly appreciate it. Mad love to you in Germany. Hopefully you're having a good time. When is the Colossus buff coming? I think Kabam might tweet it out that they had like an internal beta for it or something. So hopefully the open beta, or sorry, closed beta, or whatever, you know, standard beta they do for summoners is going to be arriving mid next month. And then hopefully like early August we are going to see the Colossus buff. But I'm excited for it, man. Should be a really, really good one. Come on, Angela. Whew, well, I don't feel like we've made much of a dent in this Angela so far. We need the crits, man. Need the crits. Come on. Let's get some big old crits going here. Gosh. Attack reduction node is just infinite ass pain at this point. Oh no! Okay, right. Let's keep my cool, man. Getting too triggered by this lack of damage. That was a really, really cheeky heavy attack, but it kind of paid off there, man. I think I've ever heavy countered Angela before. Okay, that one didn't work. I was a bit too far away. Let's go! Come on, big crits. That was alright. bit of an endurance match, this one. Is this 5.3 still? Yeah, dude. We're getting close, man. We've got just this Angela, and then we're at the Black Panther boss. And then we just got the final chapter left. So we're almost 5 out of 6 today, dude. We're getting close, man. We're getting real close. And yeah, we've been live for an age, man. So I don't think I'm going to do 5.4 tonight, but I might do 5.4 at some point tomorrow afternoon, I reckon. Go for the push there. But I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling, man. I might be able to push on to 5.4 after a little bit of a break. But I don't know, boys. Haven't quite figured it out yet. I'll see how I feel after the Green Goblin one. Because that second wind really got me, man. Really got me during the Collector and chapter 1 and 2 live streams. But I feel like this has also been a lot longer so far today than the very first chapter. So yeah, I might say 5.4 till tomorrow. I think so. Because it's still going to be like another half an hour or so in the final one. Ugh, goodness. Thank you very much, Judith. I certainly appreciate that. Corvusor, Venom the Duck to rank 4, both 5-star, and I play them quite often. Working on Act 5.3 currently, and then 5.4. Oh, that's a bit of a tough one, mate. I'd say, there's good arguments for both. I'd probably lean toward the Corvus. He's got some great range, especially as a 455 for pretty much everything in a bit of Act 5 there. So yeah, I would lean toward the Corvus. But if you want to go Venom the Duck, man, if he's your personal preference, he's not a bad one to upgrade Eva Jackson. They're both really good options, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I'd go for the one that you enjoy the most. And let's start off here with Darkhawk. Let's see what we can do. Who am I going to take? I'm going to try Venom the Duck and Darkhawk for the final Ultron. That's my plan when we do get to him. Because with Darkhawk we can apply the heal block, and that's one of the biggest challenges in the fight really, is dealing with the regeneration. So Darkhawk's got the heal block, and Venom the Duck's got the ability to incinerate his armor, especially if we can trigger like that massive armor up buff as well. We get some crazy damage off that one. There we go. Right, come on. Rank 4 Darkhawk, mate. I need this lad to do me proud right now. Ooh, okay. Let's be a little bit careful on that block damage, man. Oh no, dude. Just evaded me there. That's really annoying. Yo, what is up, Flying Puma? Thank you very much for the super chat there. You're my favourite MCOC YouTuber, and I just realised I haven't been subscribed to you. I've been watching you for over a year. I feel bad. Take my money. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. That is incredibly nice, and I'm glad that, you know, I haven't annoyed you too much over the last year, so that you're still watching the videos flying. And yeah, thank you very much for the $10 super chat. That's incredibly generous there. So let's get you up there as the blubberiest whale of the day. Absolute mad love to our new subscriber, Flying Puma. Mad love there. Right, let's go with a bit of Emma Frost and finish this one off if we can. What are my thoughts on the new Avengers game? I don't feel like seen enough of it yet that I can make too much of a decision on it. It looks alright, man. I was hoping for a lot more, though. I was hoping for a lot more. And the announcement, it didn't spark like too much excitement in me. I feel like that was echoed across the gaming community, really. I think a lot of people, for the amount of time like it's been unannounced and in development, we're expecting a bit of a bigger announcement and like to see more stuff and just to get a bit more hyped up. So it was alright, man. But I was just hoping it would be like the Marvel game that like changes gaming forever. but it just didn't really seem anything, you know, like it could be anything close to that. But I love Spider-Man on PS4. That was really, really fun to play. Just wish there was, I just wish there was more of it, man. I haven't played the DLCs yet, but I just want a, you know, a super high-quality Marvel game on like console or PC that's getting like massive updates every single month on kind of the scale that Marvel Contest of Champions does. That'd be really, really good. I think with Marvel's IP, you know, if anybody could pull it off, it's Marvel, mate. Ooh, okay, we got a little bit scratched there by this man, but still soldiering on. Come on, let's get some good crits here. Come on. There we go. Emma Frost, MVP, lads. Absolute MVP. Yo, what is up, Jonathan Jerome? Hi, CN. I've got a 5-star Namor, but no Awakening Gems. I think there will be Awakening Gems on offer for July 4th, potentially. But also something to consider, he's going to be in the new featured crystal fairly soon. So I think it's actually next week. I think it's next Tuesday that he comes in the 15k one. So that could be like another source that you could awaken him from if there are no offers on the 4th of July. But I think you are probably going to see like some sort of like 5-star related offer as well. So there might be some ways to awaken him. But if they put like a 5-star generic on the Odins, mate, cool, they were going to be making some mad cash. So we'll have to see what happens. See, and I swear you're my teacher's brother from Newcastle. I'm not. But send me a picture on Twitter, man. I always like seeing, you know, people that look similar. I'm trying to find, you know, my identical lookalike, my doppelganger. Just sub for me, man. You know, when I want a day off, just put him in front of the camera, like, you know, get him chatting a little bit. Sorted, mate. Can go, just chill, watch some anime. You know, catch up on all sorts of shows. Be a fun time. Oh, hello, that's proper good. Got a full energy refill on this path. So yeah, we're going to take this path over here. So team-wise, who do we want to rotate out for this one? I'm just trying to have a little bit of a think. Don't really, might get rid of the Hyperion just for Electro. Is that a good shout? Because this is the science chapter. Maybe I just want to keep Hyperion. I really haven't played Hyperion in all fairness yet. So yeah, let's just keep Hyperion in. It should be good anyway. I'm going to very quickly restart the game as well, because I can see it is lagging a little bit for some reason. Let me just close all my apps, lads. Get them all closed. Got so much shite open. All social media and all that fun stuff. There we go. So I'd randomly got PUBG open as well. I don't know when I opened that, mate. Must have misclicked sometime. I see I'm relatively new player here. Watching you, I'm amazed by how good a player you are. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, dude, that is incredibly kind words there, Jay. Absolutely mad love. You're certainly welcome on the channel anytime, mate. Come back whenever you want. So yeah, hope you're doing well, lad. And thank you very much for the kind words. What's that? Andrew, not sure if you remember me, but I used to be in an alliance called Holy Hexagon. I took a break. Was that like alliance where like Lil Joe is the leader? I think I remember that, man. It's a while ago now, though, dude. But what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope it's all on the up and up. How to defeat Caltrops node without bleeding you? Never dash back or use a power control champion. Those are the ways to do it, mate. Or just power through with health potions. But Caltrops can be a very tricky node to deal with if you don't have anybody that's bleed immune. How many apps? Oh, I'm terrible at clearing my apps, man. Just have far too many open. I want to save the Quake for a little bit. I know she doesn't have the disadvantage in this one, but I want to save her for like the Green Goblin and Doc Ock power gain fights. I think that's probably the most efficient way that we can go about playing this one.
Right, let's siphon. Hopefully generate our first buff. And what are we going to get? We're going to get an armor up. Terrible start, man. Terrible start to the adventures of Venom the Duck. Oh yeah, we got that friggin' Iceman to deal with as well on this one. Oh, I forgot about that, lads, mate. That Iceman is not a not a fun time. Do you have a good counter? Not really. Right, let's take advantage of this power gain a little bit more. There we go, mate. Look at this. 4 stacks of toxic armor. Let's go. Beat into this man. Get some value out of it. Sorted. Right, buff number 2 is going to be a Fury. I should have waited a little bit. I was a bit too hot on the trigger there. Fury, power gain. Nice start, man. Very nice start. And then we just need another Fury. Take a regeneration as well, or a crit. Not an armor up buff. Nobody wants an armor up buff, man. So well, like sometimes you see the regeneration so often, and I don't feel like I've seen it. Very long time, man. I don't feel like I've seen the regen in like half an hour. There we go. Hey, that's pretty good. Let's get some value out of this regeneration, and we're gonna store this one in the buff bank. Let's cut down on those health potions. Still a lot of content to do this month, so if we can avoid using them, that would be a really good time. We can double the power gain, the fury, the regeneration at the start of next fight, which is good. I wish you could bank more than 3, because I'd love that crit right now, man. That'd be a good time. Right, one more combo, and this man is in the bin. Four regens on Venom the Duck. That's a lot of regeneration, mate. I think two's more than enough the majority of the time. What's that? MCOC mod. Does he have like full stuff, or there's apparently promos for both? Otrix has them, or is it any more than like 5 seconds, Zach? Alright, let's just use that to double all the buffs that we have there. I think we'll go for a cheeky special 3 after that. Oh, even more regeneration value. Fantastic. Oh, right, let's move forward. Got more regeneration there. Damn, man, this King Groot is it's a big lad. He's a big lad. Okay, we're gonna special 3. Enter our Fury mode, because we are contending with a lot of regeneration here. We haven't even got this dude below 90% yet. I think special 2. Right, I feel like I'm just going to try and push him to the special 2. Just play a bit more aggressively. I should have baited out the special 2 before I fired that off. Or else this man's never going down. I still... Do I have a good King Groot killer?
brought my friggin' Quake for this land. Oh, yeah, well, mistakes were made. I definitely should have brought Quake for this one, but I think if I play very aggressively, I can get him down in 100 and a bit hits now. Didn't think it would be like this long and this tedious, dude. Can I get an intercept after this? Oh no, he's gonna have enough power for the special one. It's like a prime example, man, of why everybody hates 5.3. Apparently, dude, apparently we're in like Labyrinth of Legends King Groot right now. I definitely feel you on that one, Paul. Definitely feel you on that one, bro. I should have 1,000,000% brought Quake. Could have probably got it down in half the time. But I didn't think it would be this bad. Like, this is so slow. Okay, let's get Fury, mate. There we go. Precision, that's alright. Oh. All part of the tactical plan, lads. Get below 50%, more damage. Trust me, I know what I'm doing, boys. We've got regeneration. It's going to be fine. There we go, mate. There we go. We finally got through him. It took about a week, but we did it. We got there eventually. So it's the end destination, man. That's the one that matters, and we got there. So that's a good time, great time, fantastic. So happy about that. Right, let's move on to the Emma Frost matchup. I think in a couple of fights as well. When we get to a moderately tricky fight, I'll pop some. I think 15-minute attack and health boost, because I really want them for like Iceman. It's kind of the main fight. I guess with Venom the Duck, we might be able to regenerate up. Yeah. See how it goes. I want to save Quake for Dr. Octopus and also Green Goblin, man. Those two final power game fights. It's going to be banging for, I would imagine. I remember that Green Goblin final boss, I think he only has about 44,000 hit points. I think he's like less than all of the rest of the chapter. I think the Doc Ock's pretty weak as well. The real boss in this one, to be honest, is that Iceman. He's just a pain in the ass. This counts as a Rage node. Oh gosh, most Mystic champions, dude. Anybody that can nullify Symbiote Supremes, really good for Rage nodes. Depends on what piece of content. Or anybody that does a lot of damage over time isn't going to trigger Rage. But depends on the fight matchup, really. Let's go for a cheeky little intercept there. Oi oi. Need to do something to keep me awake. Hopefully a big crit. 6k, that's alright. Whew, come on. I was hoping that'd get me a little bit closer there. No, 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 no. Okay, there we go. Sorted, boys. Sorted. Whew. Well, that was all skill. That was all skill that got us through that one. So I'm happy about that. That turned out all right in the end. And now we've got a bit of Ultron up next. So this one should be all right, man. We got the class advantage here, and with his armor up, you can probably get even more value out of the special too. Right, I'm using that just to convert some stuff. I think we actually converted more regeneration than we wanted to. So we go one of each, but it never seems to quite land that way. So I think we've got like 4 regeneration now. It'd be great if we if we die on Iceman and need to revive, because we're gonna have some insane healing. Right, I'm going to go for the special 3 just to get topped up a little bit. I'm pretty sure I got 4 regeneration, man, so my health should just cut to like 70%? 65% if I got 4? Yeah, dude. Save some health potions, mate. Well, that's pretty good, man. 62%. And we're going to have that burst of regeneration at the start of every single fight. So that's a pretty fun time. But let's jump into the Angela matchup next to Venom the Duck. Yeah, I reckon the regen does have potential to heavily mitigate or maybe outpace the cold snap damage. Venom the Duck and Darkhawk has 2 potential options now for that fight, so should be a good time. We convert another regen. Oh, mate, that's way too much regeneration now. Kind of hoping for some damage. Even more regen. Great. We're not 100% yet, so it's still useful. What's the main global node for this quest? The main global node is everybody gets minus 50% attack apart from science champions. That's the main one. So the only science I've got on my team is Quake, but I'm saving her for the last 2 fights because they got some heavy power gain, because I'm not the best Quake player out there. So I want to save her for the fights where I really need her. Oh yeah, Emma is immune to Cold Snap as well. That is a really, really good point. Okay, cool. I've got plenty of options then. You completely forgot how bad this chapter was. You must have repressed it. That's it, mate. 5.3 is just something you want to get over and done with. Just get it straight into the locker of Marvel Contest of Champions. Cool. I think I want to use Darkhawk for Cold Snap now, just because, you know, any excuse to play Darkhawk, really. Yo, what's up? Give me a beer. We're not too far off now, mate. We've only got
it's less than 10 fights till we're done with 5.3. So we're getting there, mate. We're really, really close. It's going to feel great when we've done it. And then we're probably going to try and smash out a 5.4 live stream tomorrow. So I'm interested to see if we can get that done. Because if we can get that done, that's 2 more 5 stars for the free-to-play account. So that pretty much doubles our 5-star roster there. Oh, pardon me. Okay, what do we have here? Captain America. Let's just go Venom the Duck again. Second worst chapter in the game. Yeah, I'd be inclined to agree with you there, Josh. I think you're pretty bang on. Yeah, we've got way too much regeneration, man. You don't really need more than like two or 3 stacks. I don't know why it was prioritizing the regeneration though. It's a bit peculiar. I wonder if I get like a few regenerations, whether I can do like Mephisto in the next chapter with Venom the Duck. I wonder if that would actually work out. Got enough regeneration. I don't see why I can get through Aura of Incineration, man. Might work. Alright, let's try and not hit into that block. Oh, got a little bit wrecked there. It's alright, mate. Not a problem at all. Need to start hitting into his block, man, or I'm losing like all my crit rating. Venom the Duck's got like no crit rating. So if he gets one of those dolled things, he can't crit. Say that. I've already hit into his block twice. There we go. Get the stun. Let's get the regeneration back up, boys. We're probably going to go to full off this one, I would assume. I've just really got to show that Venom the Duck value. It's got to be showcased. Good thing is if I die against Iceman, I think this can compete with his Cold Snap. Got a fun and interactive Cold Snap counter of my own. I don't want to use Emma Frost. But I'll try for the Dark Hawk one shot just because of the class advantage there. And then we'll probably go Emma Frost and then Venom the Duck, because Venom the Duck's probably my backup option for Green Goblin and Dr. Octopus. And Hyperion. Hyperion's also backup for the final 2. I'm not doing 100% exploration in one sitting. Oh my goodness! Of course not, Paul. I'm not that much of a maniac, mate. I'm gonna wait a while before we go back to 100%. It would be possible to do, but it would take weeks, mate. I'll be in here for an absolute eternity. But we'll get around to it at some point, man. At some point in the next 6 months, and I can't wait for that. Ideally, want like a 5-star, good 5-star rank 4 before we do that. Okay, let's move down. We are not far off now. I think we've got 7 fights left, maybe 6 fights. Let's have a look. We got Spider-Man. We got 6 fights left to go, and 2 of them, lads. We got class advantage. We got Mystic as well. Mystic, I think, you know, we got Loki, mate. Don't know if I want to bring in Quake for Loki. I might do it just for a bit of fun. Mix up some of the Venom the Duck gameplay. Oh, gosh. Cheeky little evade at the end there. Luckily, didn't catch me slipping up too much. That one did, though. pull that one out. Okay. Don't go for a special 2 block. Well, let's see if we can make a comeback on this one, man. Oh no, I wasn't quick enough. Ruined, boys. Absolutely ruined. Just use let's just slap a 20% on old. Actually, you know what? We might as well finish it off for Quake. To be fair. Especially in this last bit. Alright, let's hold that heavy. Keep holding that heavy. Whew, there we go. Nice little finish with Quake there. And let's crack on to the next fight. So we got Civil Warrior. Might as well use a 4 energy refill. Small ones aren't going to cover the distance we need. Let's get a Venom the Duck back up. Just use a 20% revive on this one, man. Get a couple of those out the overflow. I think we maybe want Civil Warrior to use a special one. We got 2 stacks of Toxic Armor. Maybe not when we don't have 2 stacks, because I think it reduces ability accuracy reduction. Oh, we still got 2 stacks there. Cool. It's awesome, we're dealing some mad damage. Okay, hopefully he goes special 1 right after this. Ah, not quite. There we go. Only 4 more fights left. Oh, lads, we are so close. So close now. Just got to kill this Loki, port over to Iceman, deal with that lad, and then Quake really well. I'm gonna try Quake versus Loki. I know this isn't the best one, but I don't know if I can weave certain playstyles to you know, it's all part of trying to become a bit of a better Quake player, eh? I don't know, like, a good way to play around with this one. Well, that kind of worked out, you know, it wasn't too bad. Right. Should have a long enough stun to finish off this lad, right? Oh, no, apparently not.
Could have gone a little bit better, boys. Could have gone a little bit better. Some interesting Quake gameplay. Yeah, you know, I wanted to see if she could deal with a low-key matchup. Certainly not the best, because it was very like risky and open in certain scenarios. I wanted to see if I could like switch it up a little bit, but she's definitely not a good option for champions with a bit of power gain there. Okay, let's go for Iceman. So we're going to start for Darkhawk, and if Darkhawk doesn't work, we got an Iceman immune champion. A little bit of Emma Frost here, but just to finish this one off, I probably should have used these earlier. Let's, do need an attack boost. Let's not worry about attack boost. Let's just use a health one though, because I know this Iceman, he has a lot of attacks, so this Cold Snap might hurt a little bit. Dash back again. Dude, it keeps on happening with Darkhawk as well. Maybe it's just because I've got fat fingers. Guess they're just all over the screen, mate. Right. Let's sort this man out. Come on, big old blast there. And we enter our Space Null super damage mode. Dodge this man's popsicles. Whew, that's a pretty good little takedown with Darkhawk there, man. He, yeah, managed to do relatively well in that matchup. That was a pleasant-ish surprise. Right, let's try a bit of Venom the Duck here. Go on, boys. Go on. What's this? Is this even further reduction for anybody that's not science? Yeah, I don't really know about this one. Oh, maybe I think the global node actually is associated with Iceman, so I don't think it's a further reduction. You get rid of the heal block on this one, which is unfortunate. Oh, dude, he got me there a little bit. Very cheeky little clip. Oh no, I went for. I was trying to be a god and trying to fully evade that special too. Wasn't a good time to try and learn it. There we go. Dr. Octopus is down, and now we have the final boss. We got a bit of Green Goblin. So yeah, I should have saved Quake for this, but I don't think at this point, man, considering how healthy the team is, it just doesn't make too much sense to shoot for a revive on this one. So we got parry, we got enhanced recovery as well. I'm just gonna go in, see what I can do with Venom the Duck, get a little bit of damage off. apparently not get any damage off. Had terrible terrible luck with the cunning on this one so far. It's the orange one you don't want to proc or be higher than the green, or else he's going to regenerate a load. Has he got defensive node on? Oh, final boss though, lads. Come on, let's get this. Let's sort this man out. Get him down. Feeling like at this rate I should have just gone for Darkhawk. It's like Venom and Dark, we can just go in, burst him down, we're gonna have some great damage. Didn't quite turn out how I expected there, but he can't regenerate the damage that we deal via the armor up damage return. Oh no, that was meant to be a special too. Oh, we're almost there, man. Final hurdle. Come on, let's get this dude down. More special twos. I'm ready, mate. Oh, get me dashing back again. What a mug. Oh my goodness. Oh, I was happy to die there, man. I'll bring in some different option. Let's go for a bit of Darkhawk. Sort this lad right out, mate. Easy game, easy life. Get to a special 3. No. As soon as we get special 3, man, if we can build up that far, this man is going to be absolutely ruined. Forever regretting using my Quake on that Loki, bro. Oh no! Oh no! He got me! Oh. I love this Green Goblin, man. He's so much fun, and what a great boss. Love him. Great, what fun times. Hyperion's got this though, mate. You can't heal from those special 1 incinerates, so let's crack a few of those mad lads off. Two stacks of incinerate. Oh no! Well, you know, I really want to showcase Quake, man. Like, I love Quake so much, so I just had to, you know, get down to the wire to really play Quake. Perfect. See, this is why Quake, man. Oh, fun time against this lad. And that was the reason that I died. I just want to showcase to you how fun Quake is on this one. Just because if I had told you, like some of you wouldn't have believed me. So I had to show it, guys. Got to see it with your eyes to believe it, really. There we go, mate. There we go.
Seeing that was tragic, you're not wrong, mate. You're not wrong. That special 2, it catches me off guard. But there we go, we've done it. And I think we only used a few revives today. I think we used about 5 or 6 single ones and 1 team one. So it was overall a pretty decent result, and there's nothing really like exciting to open today, so we're going to save everything up for the Act 5 Chapter 4 opening, if we can smash that one out as well. But I am so glad that is over. I'm well glad that's over. What is it? 6.3, 5.3 is one of the most boring and dry pieces of content in the entire game, and it just drags on for an eternity. So yeah, really glad we managed to get that done. And yeah, join me probably tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, not too sure which day yet, but most likely tomorrow on the channel for Act 5 Chapter 4, where we're going to go up against all of these fun bosses and hopefully take down the final Ultron. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, if you did enjoy today's live stream, please do smash that like button, that'd be greatly appreciated. Aside from that, yeah, take care, and thank you very much for watching, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day. And yeah, we'll end the live stream here, guys. Thank you so much. Take care and have a great one, lads.